Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where are you from? Just type in with a smile, type in the comment space. Where are you from? Have you completed your task? Just to know so that I can customize my session. Answer me. Two things. Where are you from? Did you complete the task? That is the task which was given, reading part C, one text, questions 7 to 14, and the video to be watched, a short video about concerning the task. Hello, from Kerala. Yes, thank you. Yes, yeah. Type in whether you have completed the task, just to know so that I can plan how to go about in today's session. Hello. Yeah, just type in whether you have completed your task about homeopathy material. Yeah, completed task. Yes, linear yes. So that I can just adjust my session accordingly. Majority have not done. We'll have to take it in a different way. Yes. Just hit the chat box. Those who are at YouTube. Those who want to be interactive and want to join here, only those who want to be active can join the Zoom classroom. I'm posting the link at the YouTube comment space. Yeah, reactive, energetic, power, electricity failed here. If you are lucky, power will come back.
Good morning, Father.
Very good morning.
Good morning, Father.
Very good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Father.
Morning,
Very
Father.
good morning. Very good morning. Shall lucky power will reappear. As of now, there is a power failure here. Hope you are able to see me. No lights. Just hit the chat box. Yes. Chat box. Chat rate is just 6. We need to reach at least 30 to begin. Just type in if you have completed the task. Yes, hit the chat rate. We are going to begin soon. In 2 minutes. I'm also waiting for the power to reappear. Yes. No power here and no energy among the students. I think I'll have to reduce the number of sessions because day by day number is coming down. When I give some tasks, nobody wants to respond or come to session. Yeah, that's a big challenge. Ranjini Mohan is. Thank you, Ranjini, for the super chat. Yes. Maybe without YouTube Live, we will go only for those people who are really in need of it. Because I found only 4 people completed the task which was given yesterday. But I was on those things till 2 o'clock at midnight. And the real learners are not ready to spend even half an hour. Right? Just type in one more time if you have completed the task, if you have not heard me saying that. 2 tasks, small tasks were there. One was working out the material, one text, part C. Other one was watching that small video on brainstorming about the same task, which are complementary to each other. Depending on, I have planned some session today. If yes, one, Gautam completed the task. Once you complete, you are supposed to mention it in the comment space whenever a video is given. So it's easy for me to plan. Because sometimes even WhatsApp messages, so many will be there, so I cannot find out. Yeah, Regina, yes, completed the task. Sini Abraham completed the task. I can understand maybe you were on duty. Sometimes not possible, but unless we know how many have completed the task, if you haven't completed, majority haven't completed the task, there is no meaning in going in an advanced session. You can see a crown button. Yeah. Ranjini Mohan is saying how to get a super chat. You can see a crown button in the comment space. Please click that button. You can get a chance to buy a super chat. It costs just 10 rupees, starts from 10 rupees. Yeah. That helps the reach. Yeah, so hit the chat button. Those who are here, at least some more people have to reach. Otherwise, I am going to enjoy my holidays. And we will take sessions only for those people who are really serious, consistent and serious. Yes, yes doesn't mean, okay, you have to write, I completed the task, at least completed. Otherwise, yes, many people are putting yes. So we don't understand. They are anyone saying yes, crown, yes. You can see a crown in front of one who have purchased or got the super chat. You can increase the number of crowns just by hitting the chat box, messaging more and more, commenting more and more. See, Ranjini Mohan has got a super chat today, so you can see crowns along with all our messages. You can easily make out their name, they stand out. Okay. Yeah, Minnie Jackson has 2 crowns now. Yeah, thank you, Minnie. Minnie Jackson is. You have to click on the button, dollar icon below. Yes. It's getting delayed because people are not reaching. Yeah, please hit the chat button. People have to go for duty. That's why we started early. Yeah, Vantika, thank you. Thank you for the super chat from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Samjana, thank you for the super chat. Yes. Samjana, yes. Even from the special batch, we'll be removing those non-responding, task completing members. Then don't cry. We cannot admit you once you are removed. We can't admit, even I can't admit you because the tech team has set it so. Yes. Thank you. All those super chats. Yes. Right. Patience, consistency, and smart work is the key to success, says Minnie Jackson. Keep hitting the chat box. The chat rate is 23. We need to reach at least 30. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Not even, hardly 5 people completed the task. So I wanted to teach you something very interesting and advanced technique, but I refrain from it because majority will not understand it if you have not done the task, because it's based on that. Okay, and welcome to EduSkills family. Please join our family. What's the effect after wearing our bra? The breast. Sorry. You are not entering. If you have distractions at the background at Zoom classroom, please mute your audio. Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Very good morning. Yes.
Good morning, Father.
Very good morning. Yes.
Good morning, Father.
Very good morning.
Father, I also watched your videos and also I did the task, completed task.
Okay. Did you message it in the comment space?
Yes, I already messaged Father.
Okay. As soon as you visit the video, you have to message there so that I can just look into it and find how many I've done. Based on that, we can arrange the sessions. That becomes more effective. But as of now, very few people have messaged, including you, only 5. See, I create those, even the questions I have put together with the text, I copied them and arranged them, sent it as a material and edited the video and sent it for complimentary support for it. Spent till 2 o'clock at night, but you are not ready to spend even 30 minutes, majority. So I feel the efforts are meaningless. So we'll be reducing the number of classes, only observing your interest, we'll have more classes. So tomorrow's class will be suspended. And we will let you know from the comment space what are the, because there are a couple of people who are really interested. We will have Zoom sessions for them. It will not be publicly notified. I'll be giving them personal intimation. And some also are supporting us in a special way for the completion of ebook. We'll see that their needs are met. Okay. Because people are taking things for granted. I am new beginner. How prepare for OET? Yes, you have to message me at 944-844-1393. You can find that phone number in all the videos. At WhatsApp, you have to send a WhatsApp message to me. Then you will be guided accordingly. Zoom link is posted in the. I'll post it again. It is only those who want to be active, interacting, can come here. Okay. I have posted, again, I am posting Zoom link in the Sultana is asking for Zoom link. I have posted in the repeatedly from EduSkills. I have posted at YouTube comment space. Yes. Yeah. Chat rate is 19. I'm waiting for it to be 30 to begin. All this, the YouTube. Yes, thank God, power rest. Yes, there is no power. Yes, remain signed into YouTube comment space. We'll be interacting at the YouTube comment space. Yes. Yeah, chat rate has reached 27. If you hit little more, yes, remain signed into YouTube comment space. We'll be interacting at the YouTube comment space. There is one instrument to be muted. If you have 2 instruments, please mute the sound of one instrument. Yes. It's just 27 chat rate. It has to be 30. If you stop, it will go down. Please mute the sound of the second instrument. Those who are at YouTube, we are supposed to unmute your video and mute your audio only when in fact unmute on your audio, but keep your video on throughout. There are beginners that I'm giving program instructions. Nuran, Dohrali, Gyan, those people who have not unmuted their video, you are Nuran, you are a newcomer, so you must unmute, otherwise you go out. We can't help it. Only those who want to be active on their video are allowed in Zoom classroom. Others, please don't come. Nuran, are you listening to me? Gyan?
Yes, good morning. I am listening.
Yeah, you have to on your video, ma. You're a beginner, a newcomer in the Zoom. That's the discipline of the platform.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can attend at the YouTube live.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Gyan, Nuran, I am speaking to you. Don't waste the time, please.
Okay.
Otherwise, your names will be tagged as spammers. You will never be able to enter our sessions, Zoom classrooms. Did you understand what I'm saying, Nuran? You have to click on that camera button so that your video will be on. Only I can see you, no one else. I can see you. Those are in the Zoom classroom. Don't make me to repeat this, Gyan and all. You are not a beginner. Don't make me repeat this.
My camera is on, sir.
Yeah, yours is on, but Gyan was not on. Mantika, Nuran, it is, yeah. Those who are like Nuran is a newcomer, so I can understand.
Good morning, Father.
Others, yeah. Good morning. Gyan need to be active, okay? Otherwise, you will not be admitted to Zoom. Gyan, you are not at all active. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this YouTube Zoom classroom is only for active participants. It's for the special batch. Those who want to be active, they will just allow them once or twice. If they perform well, we will allow them again. Yes. So let's begin. I think, Samjana, can you just mute your video and unmute? Because I think you have shared your screen. Just mute and unmute. Okay. Let me check. It's okay. Let me check whether my screen sharing is controlled by you. I'll check when we start. We'll do it. Okay, let's have a minute silent prayer. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from, which part of the world. They're from different time zones. Again, we are going to deal with the reading part C. Welcome to Edu Skills. So it made it easy. If you're watching this on YouTube, kindly subscribing the channel. Did you subscribe or click the button now? Those who are here at the end of YouTube live stream, please click the comment button, subscribe button, and click like button if you like our mission. If you love EduSkills mission, and share to your contacts the link so that we reach out to maximum number of OET aspirants. As of now, we have very poor response, so we have cancelled tomorrow session, and we'll be cancelling many more sessions in the future because I am spending my holidays absolutely for you, but you aren't responding. Majority aren't responding, so we may not go have as many sessions as we have every day. Yeah, we may reduce it to 3 or so in a week. Okay, depending on the interest, because number is going down. Okay, and this is a free platform, absolutely free platform. So the main mission is to focus on financially and emotionally struggling OET aspirants, health professionals. So let me share my screen. You have to send me if you can see my screen.
Morning, Father.
Good morning. Is the screen visible?
Yes, Father.
Yes, it's visible. Yes, Father.
Yeah, I need response
You're
from.
audible.
I need
Yes, sir,
response
that is
from
visible.
YouTube. Is just type in S. That is visible. Yes. Reading part C. The task was given yesterday. And thank you for the members, Eugene. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Eugene, Deborah, and Anita Thomas. Anita is everywhere supporting us, our mission. The maximum, the best supporter of EduSkills is as of now. Anita Thomas is a membership they purchased for supporting the ebook, paying some 799 rupees. Just a contribution towards ebook. Yeah, like you have in the YouTube, you have an option to support ebook mission support. You can take badges or memberships or super chat. All those things are there. And always remember, if you have to improve your competency, you have to attend. You must attend 8:30 discussion sessions. We'll be considering all these things to consider into special batch and also to serious study group discussions. You have to take at least 2 slots to explain one question at least. If you have seen my video yesterday or this Kasturi Saminathan's video, I have explained in the beginning. Teaching once is like learning 50 times. So take at least 2 slots, then we will admit you into the serious discussion group. Okay, the text is, does homeopathy work? Okay, very few people have done it. So we are not going into that advanced technique. Once I cancel something that I have prepared, I will never be taking it up again, okay, because of your negligence. Okay, only those who have completed the task, I will privately give them a session on that, because we can't help it. Majority will not understand. Even 1/4 have not completed the task. So those tactics, strategies will never be taught in the public platform, because I have prepared for it. I repeatedly requested you, sent you personal messages to your WhatsApp chat to complete it, but you did not even respond whether you completed or not. You're not completing, I can understand, because you have duty or hectic schedules, but not responding, I cannot understand. And I am spending so much time, you are not ready to spend even 30 minutes to complete the task given. That means the sessions will not be effective at all. Okay, you'll be just listening. That will not help you, I know. So I don't want to waste my time without helping your competency. You'll be happy about having sessions, but that will not really help you. Okay, let me check if I can share the Word document. Okay, before that, you have to make these. Okay, these columns, just try these columns like last day. 2 columns in a page. You can turn the page like a horizontal. You can turn the page, then make one side columns, para 1, 2, 3, then questions. Questions 7 onwards, right? I think 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just create these columns. You have to try this. I have taught you last time as well. 13. Last question will I have. 14. 7 paras, but we have 8 questions. you understand this sequence, it's very, very easy to identify or locate the answers. Once you're ready, just say yes. Chat rate is just 1 in the YouTube comment space. So if you're ready, just type in yes. Yes, and once you complete the task, yeah, complete these columns. If somebody has completed early, you can grab some coffee or tea or snacks so that on the go you can enjoy. Yes. OET with tea or coffee, you can call it. Yes. That will boost your brain. Always keep some columns ready. You can ask your kids to create some columns, some colorful columns for you that helps your visual memory. Okay, for every reading part C, you can have this link. And this is, I'm stressing because in the social media, somebody sent me a video saying that there is no link between one question to other. That's very wrong as regards part C. Part B, it's okay. But the part A and C, all the 4 texts or all the texts are, paragraphs are interlinked. Maybe text 1 is separate from text 2. But then text 1, all the questions and paragraphs are interrelated. If you understand that interrelation, you will simply rock in answering and defeating the time. Okay. And I'm giving you 1 day off. Like today, I was ready for the session, but I don't see any response from you. I will collect only those people who are responding. Then we will go only on YouTube. I'll be sending the link only to them. So if you want to be really in the serious learning process, please connect. Okay, we can't, because I've been sending you every day. A majority won't even respond to my messages. Then why should I waste time? Yes. Is the column ready? If ready, type in yes.
Yes, Father.
Yeah,
Yes,
type in
Father.
yes in the
Done.
YouTube comment space. Yeah, yes in YouTube comment space. It's just chat rate is just 7. We need more chatter to reach more people. Yes, thank you for the super chats. I wish all of you have a crown with your name. It will just cost you 10 rupees. It's not the money, but it helps reach. So today everybody can try it. Those who have not tried, yeah. So that at least we'll have continue our sessions, or else we'll have to stop. Yeah, I am stopping 1 minute to get the for you to get the super chat. Let us see. Those who are at YouTube as well, get a super chat and send me the crowns. See those crowns. You can see the crown as well, right? In the comment space, or it's only for me. Can you see it?
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
Father.
Father.
Okay. I thought maybe only to the creator. Yeah, that highlights the person's name and message. So definitely those messages will be first read and responded. Those who are really serious, send me a message, okay? Yeah, then we will create. Maybe we will delete all those people not responding at like special batch. I know someone was crying continuously and put them back into special batch, asking the tech team's help to admit them. I can't admit myself because it is arranged in that way. Even after that, no response. Yeah, that's very sad. Yes. So ready. Now let me take the text. I'll show you the beauty. Yes. You can't see the document, right? Can you see the document? No. I'll share
No,
again.
Father.
No, Father.
Okay, I'll share again. Okay.
I know, okay, sir.
No, it's visible and clear. You're
Yes.
audible.
Yes. Readable, right? Do you want to make it
Yeah,
bigger?
Father. It's readable, Father.
Now, in the first column, you have to write something from here. While many consider homeopathy unscientific, regular users hold a contrasting opinion. What is the opinion? Homeopathy is
Scientific.
scientific. Homeopathy is scientific, right? It says, while many consider homeopathy unscientific, that is dependent clause. So what is important in a complex sentence?
Independent.
Independent clause.
Regular users hold a contrasting opinion. What is a contrasting opinion of unscientific? Opposite of unscientific?
Scientific.
Scientific. I'm teaching you how to read, okay? How to read and understand.
Okay.
So first column, on the left side, para 1. What you have to write? Homeopathy is scientific. This is the introductory paragraph. So I said the writer is in favor of?
Homeopathy.
In favor of?
Homeopathy.
Homeopathy. So most of the things will be in favor. Answers will be in favor. Understand that basic lesson. The first sentence, very first sentence, or the introduction will tell you what is the stand of the writer. He might present some people opposing him, then, but at the end of the paragraph, he will say they are wrong. Okay. Then, now coming to the question, let's go do it together, right? The two reports mentioned in the first paragraph both concluded that homeopathy studies.
Your reports.
Okay, we'll come back.
Okay.
Once you get the connection, we'll come back. Okay, we'll go only with the left columns. Paragraph 2. What's going on? So what's going? If Australians and citizens of many other nations around the world are voting with their wallets, people are voting their wallets with their wallets. Does this mean homeopathy must be doing something right? Voting with their wallets means what? I requested the people to get one super chat, but people are not, OET aspirants are not voting with wallets. OET aspirants are not voting in favor of my statement with their wallets. Means people are?
They are not paying any money.
Yeah. No. Now, yeah, you are not paying. But here they are saying, so what's going on? Australians and citizens of many other nations around the world are voting with their wallets. Means they are spending on homeopathy. They are spending on homeopathy, means supporting homeopathy or benefiting from homeopathy. So you can write voting with their wallets, or people are depending on homeopathy, whatever you want to write. Did you understand? The meaning is that they are voting with their wallets means they are spending money homeopathy. They are going to homeopathy clinics and spending money, which means people are trusting it. So what is the crux of paragraph 2? People trust homeopathy. People trust homeopathy. Yes. Yeah, Mother Sri is getting angry. It's good. Okay. Paragraph 3. Paragraph 3. Only smile. No angers are allowed in the platform. Yes. Cool, Mother Sri. Just joking. Yeah, paragraph 3. You got crux of second paragraph, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what we are reading is the topic sentences, first sentences. Part of homeopathy's appeal may lie in the nature of the patient practitioner consultation. You can just write positive patient practitioner consultation. Part of homeopathy's appeal. Homeopathy impresses because of patient practitioner consultant. How the approach of the homeopathy practitioners. Approach of the homeopathy practitioners. So you can write in your own words, okay, whatever you understand. Just to make you understand. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Paragraph 4. Most people visit a homeopath after having received a diagnosis from a mainstream practitioner, often because they want an alternative choice. The controlling idea of the sentence is because they want an alternative choice to medication. Homeopathy as an alternative choice. Homeopathy as an alternative
choice of medication.
Alternative choice of medication, or just write alternative choice. That's another option. That's the controlling idea. I'm not highlighting because this is I didn't get the Word document somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Because 110 alternative choice to medication. Ready? Paragraph 5th. Given the homeopathic medicines are by their very nature incredibly dilute, and some might argue diluted beyond all hope of efficacy, they are unlikely to cause any adverse effects. So where is the harm?
Oh,
What do you understand?
side
Adverse
patients are
They are unlikely to
adverse
cause
There is,
effects.
any
there is no harm means what? Where is the harm? There is no harm. Means what?
yeah.
Yeah.
benefits.
Benefits or credibility. Credibility of homeopathy. Okay. Credibility or benefit of homeopathy. Yes. Just write down in those columns, and the opposite columns we will take the question and answer option connection. Yes. Ready?
Yes, sir.
But no. If you don't understand, you tell me. Okay. You can even write in your mother tongue if you are a beginner, whatever you understand from this topic sentence. That's only for your analytical sense. Okay, to develop analytical reading, not for examiners' examination purpose. We will not be doing anything of this during the examination. That will become part of your nature or part of your skill. Paragraph 6. The question of a placebo effect inevitably raises, as studies repeatedly seem to suggest that whatever benefits are being derived from homeopathy are more a product of patient faith rather than of any active ingredient of medication. Patient faith rather than medication. Patient faith rather than medication. What makes homeopathy so credible? Patient faith.
Patient's faith.
Need not be exactly the, maybe one doctor was telling me, one midnight, somebody came very serious with high temperature, but for bad luck, doctor did not keep the paracetamol or something what she wanted to give, exhausted, and it wasn't there in the store in a residence. She was a very good doctor, lady doctor. But then she said there was no way. So she gave her some Bicosils capsules, gave the patient some Bicosils capsules, and made the patient to lie down there for a couple of minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And the temperature subsided. Patient was cool. It's not that Bicosils capsules that affected, but the patient's faith. If I go to that doctor, I'll be healed. So that's what the credibility of homeopathy. Paragraph, sorry, this should be 7, right? No, paragraph 6. 6. Same. No, that's the same paragraph repeated for the next question, I believe.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes, same question, same. You can yeah. The next paragraph is this. But if so many people around the world are placing their faith in homeopathy, despite the evidence against it, Guru questions why homeopathy seeks scientific validation. Why homeopathy seeks scientific validation? People are happy with it. So the need for scientific validation. The need for, why do you need scientific validation? Yeah, thank you, Prabha, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Yes, the need for
scientific
validation. Scientific
validation.
Yeah.
Validation.
Yes. Now we will get into the PPT, then you'll be understanding better. Next column we will fill, go into the PPTs.
Father, paragraph 6 has 2 questions. That's why they're repeating.
Pardon?
Paragraph 6 has 2 questions.
Yeah. 6 has 2 questions. Yeah. Usually there are 2 questions. When there is a lexical question, you'll have 2 questions from one paragraph. Yeah, that's why we have repeated the paragraph there. So this is how homeopathy. First one is homeopathy is
Homeopathy. Scientific.
scientific. Para 2, voting with their wallets means people are going to homeopathy practitioners. Yeah, spending money on it. Patient practitioner consultation. See, you can write down these phrases and use even in your daily conversation, voting with their wallets. Okay. Now, majority are not voting with their wallets. Okay. Right. But homeopathy people are simply voting with their wallet. Yes. And the patient, third para, patient practitioner consultation, the real positive approach of homeopathy practitioners. Then para 4, an alternative choice. And homeopathy as a alternative choice for allopathy or medication. Yeah. Para 5 is efficacy. What did you write? Credibility. Right? Credibility. Yeah. Same means synonyms. Credibility, efficacy of homeopathy. Para 6, patient faith rather than medications. Patient faith rather than medications. 7, need for scientific validation. Need for scientific. Why do you need scientific validation? People are happy. Why do you need scientific validation? Now you see, I have been teaching in the if you see my beginning videos, all videos I taught this way. But later on, I found people are just taking it for granted. They are not bothered. They are just bothered about the score. So I stopped teaching the sequence at all. You can see my earlier videos, all C parts started with sequence teaching. And people really benefited and in enhancing their competency. But later on, I found those videos with sequence in the initial part, people are not watching, they were skipping. We get an analytics here. This video people will not watch because they will skip, saying that they are teaching nonsense. He is not teaching what is the answer. He is teaching some other Buddha teaching. So that's the problem with the people. Yeah. Real strategies, they don't love. Now, we have done a marathon yesterday, majority no, so we'll not be spending much time on it. Did you? Yeah. If you had to do the task and come, I'd have taught you something very, very, very interesting and very superb tactics. But without doing it, it will take a lot of time. Okay. So 2 reports mentioned in the first paragraph, both concluded that homeopathy. 2 reports mentioned in the first paragraph.
Concluded.
Reports concluded.
Both concluded.
Yeah. What is the conclusion of 2 reports? Yeah. What was the heading here? Yeah. Homeopathy is scientific. Okay. So what is the criteria idea? First one, A could be harmful if not used appropriately. Harmful, right? Harmful. We have done it fast yesterday, brainstorming, so we are not spending much time on it. I am going to give you some other highlights. We merely work on the same basis as the placebo effect. You know what is placebo effect?
Yeah.
What is placebo effect? Yeah. Tell me somebody.
Like fake medicine, they are thinking they got the medicine.
Yeah. Placebo effect means patients feel they have been healed. Okay. Maybe some capsules, Bicosules, B complex tablets or capsules are given. The patient feels they are healed. But placebo effect means there is only an outward feeling, but it's not actually healing. It's not actual healing. So first one says it is harmful. The second one says it is a pseudo healing, false healing, not real healing. Third one lacks any form of convincing proof. Lacks proof, convincing proof.
Lacks
Okay, regarding the value of that.
Lacks of convincing proof.
Yeah. D would require further investigation before it was fully understood. Require further investigation or study. Okay. Now, as per our strategies, if you are a beginner, don't do that. You'll have to read because we have read this. While many consider, as per our strategy, we will be running here, right? Contrast word, then we'll be running into NHMRC is there. If there is an abbreviation or name, I will be running into that. Then UK House of Commons, There are two bodies. But then let's see. While many consider homeopathy unscientific, regular users hold a contrasting opinion. This is the topic
Sentence.
sentence. Very, very important. Okay, topic sentence.
Sentence.
Okay. While many consider homeopathy unscientific, regular users, Indrajit, please don't scribble on the screen. Indrajit, if your kids are around, please keep the screen away. Then I have to clean it. Takes time. Okay. You have to clean it. It will appear in all the screens. That's the problem. Not only in this
Sorry,
screen.
Father. Sorry,
It's
Father.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's
It's
by
okay.
mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I can understand. Sometimes kids trouble you, I know. Otherwise, some people will be new to the platform. Yes. So, while many consider homeopathy unscientific, regular users hold a contrasting opinion. Means there are two opinions, unscientific and scientific.
Scientific.
The topic sentence says there are two opinions. There is a controversy. There is an argument. When you make a statement, somebody opposes, they want the proof, right?
Yes.
They ask for proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely the answer will be based on the proof. So where do you have something about proof? Now,
End
could
of
be
the
harmful.
paragraph.
Yeah, could be harmful. That is not the opinion of the author in the introduction, right? Normally, opinion, he stands for it. He supports homeopathy. The writer supports homeopathy. So he may not say it is harmful. He will not say it is placebo effect. That's negative. It's not supporting the author. Then require further investigation. That also doesn't support the author. Author is asking, why do we need further investigation, study, and scientific validation? When people are simply happy, they are being healed and approaching and spending from their wallets at a homeopathy clinics. See the argument. Okay. So in that is the topic sentence. Then despite this, the conclusion is this. Despite this, see the taste of the whole article is in the introductory paragraph. Despite this, Australians spend at least $11 million annually on homeopathic remedies. Means people are voting with wallets. People are voting with wallets. So these two people, NHMRC and UK also comments, what do they say? Report concluding. See here, reports concluded. Reports concluding. There was insufficient evidence. How beautiful. There was insufficient lapse of any form of convincing proof evidence of its value as a treatment. That is of NHMRC. Then this aligned with the findings from the UK Commons House. This aligned with means same findings. There is no proof, which stated that available evidence did not demonstrate. Available evidence did not demonstrate a clear benefit for homeopathic products. There is no clear evidence. How clearly they have given. And this paragraph, first paragraph contains the crux, the taste, color, and texture of the whole article. They start saying there are two opinions. Some say homeopathy is scientific, some say unscientific. But he concludes the paragraph saying that some people say there is no real evidence. But the author, at the end, what he said, despite this, you say there is no evidence. But people are spending $11 million annually. So is the author supporting or objecting homeopathy?
Supporting.
Supporting. Yeah, that has to guide your answers, questions, and reading of the coming paragraphs. Paragraphs 2 to 6. That basic idea you should understand. How beautiful. Is that clear? So the answer is
See.
C. Yeah. No doubt, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll go to 8. So what in the question from what did you write on the other side of the sequence?
Voting with their
Lack of proof. You have to write? Did you understand where it is? You have to write here.
Yes. Number 7.
Number
Question
7.
number.
Yeah, lack of scientific proof. If you do this for, sorry?
In this answer, this contrast word is applicable in this question, or we can read from only the sentence.
Yeah, contrast word is applicable. That's why I said the topic sentence when for the beginners, I read it from here. See, now the topic sentence is why, while many consider homeopathy unscientific, regular users hold a contrasting opinion. 2 opinions. A controversy is presented in the first sentence of this article. This is an article of 6 paragraphs. Homeopathy involves administering highly diluted substances that in larger amounts would produce the very symptoms they aim to treat. Okay? Homeopathy involves administering highly diluted substances. Means they dilute the substances. In larger amounts would produce the very symptoms they aim to treat. If you give them too much, not diluted, what happens? The sickness will worsen. So thank you, Madhushri, for the super chat. Okay. Now, these small doses, sources from plants, animals, or minerals are believed to strengthen the body. Please mute. There is one disturbance from one instrument. At your Zoom classroom, one instrument is disturbing. Thank you. See, these small doses sourced from plants and... Hello. Should I remove the person? I don't know. If there's somebody who is not attending. Okay, that's why if you admit some newcomers, there's a problem. Hello.
Yes.
And could you mute and mute your audio, please. Yes. Thank you. Yes. See, these small doses sourced from plants, animals, or minerals are believed to strengthen the body. Believed to? Is it positive or negative? Homeopathy will strengthen the body, not just treating the symptoms. So the person is supporting. Writer is supporting homeopathy. Yes. Now, however, till here, writer is saying his opinion.
Yes, positive.
Yeah. If you put it in Malayalam, there is a saying, Amme Thaliyal Randu Pakshu undu. So writer is saying, however, there are some people who are saying there is no evidence. Which are those people? NHMRC and UK House of Commons. Then at the end, what is he saying?
Australian standard.
Something of that sort, right? Okay. So despite their spending, so again is establishing his opinion, his attitude, his view about homeopathy. Means this writer is in love with homeopathy. He has fallen in love with homeopathy. So all your remaining answers, questions, texts will be connected into that attitude. Okay. So when you read advanced learners, otherwise you have to understand all these topic sentence, then the supporting sentence explaining the topic sentence, all those things. But then when you are advanced, you know, when there is a contrast word, answer will appear after that. But when there are things called names, or here they are mentioning 2 reports, the number. So if there are names of 2 reports here, you can even override the contrasting word and go directly to the name.
Names.
Answer.
Okay.
Names here.
Directly to the name or to the
Names.
report's name. Two reports. Whose reports are there? There are two names. So what happens? Along with that, you have the answer. Report concluding there was insufficient evidence. So you don't require time at all once you are competent. Otherwise, you have to read, understand every bit of it, analyze the paragraph structure, everything. So if there are beginners, you have to read everything, okay? Don't exclude anything. So see the prioritizing. If there is a name, now two reports suggest two names, right? Two reports by somebody. So if there is a name in the question stem, name of an organization, name of a person, name of some or device, name of a condition or anything, immediately go to that name in the text. Immediately swoop into the name in the text.
Name.
So there you will have the answer. Then rest of the text you can ignore. Then if you don't find it, however you say, bulb there telling you answer will be after this. Answer will be after this. When they are saying, when the examiners are helping you so much with your bulb, you come on, you have to go here, search here. Your missing ring is fallen here. Then again, if you go and search on the other side, they say no, your coin is missing inside the bedroom, and you are searching in the courtyard. Okay, that's cool. Clear, no?
Yes, Father.
So you
Thank you.
fill the right side column. 7th question. What did you fill?
Lack of scientific proof.
Lack of
Okay, lack of scientific proof. On the left side, what was there?
homeopathy,
Homeopathy.
scientific.
Yeah. For your understanding, you can make it a question. Is homeopathy scientific? Just add is in front of it. Is homeopathy scientific? Question mark. Now tell me the summary of the first paragraph. This is the summary. There is an argument whether homeopathy is scientific or unscientific. Okay? But I feel homeopathy strengthens the body. Permanent solution, not just treating the symptoms. Homeopathy strengthens the body. However, there are some people who say there is no real proof for that. But you know, Australians are spending $11 million annually, which means people are happy with it. So what is the tone of the first paragraph? Whether homeopathy is scientific or unscientific, people are happy with it, and the writer is happy with it. Correct?
Yeah.
Tell me a smile if you love that in the YouTube comment space. I am going slow because you have to get it, okay? And don't tell me now it's easy, but later it will be difficult. You have to take another passage. Do it once you complete this task. Do again. Those who have not completed, really you have to do it with taking time. Analyze all those things. Write down maybe the crux in one sentence, or each paragraph one sentence. Summarize it in one sentence and write down. If not in English, you can write even in your mother tongue. The first paragraph you have to write is homeopathy scientific? A question. Your summary of the paragraph is this. There is an argument, scientific or unscientific, but it strengthens body. It's very good. However, some people say, two reports say there is no real evidence. Okay, convincing proof of its value of the treatment. But then Australians are spending $11 million. Means Australians are happy about homeopathy. Writer is happy about homeopathy. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Summarize in your own way. Yeah, I didn't get some emojis, some smiles. Yeah, Eugene. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing your name. Eugene. Is homeopathy scientific? You can message me if you need any special assistance. Okay, if you are supporting our mission in a special way. definitely you need to be supported. Yes, you are an official member now. Yes. But then those really financially struggling people don't think I'll be giving extra to them. I'll be giving most primarily to those people who are financially and emotionally struggling. All other considerations are secondary. But for us to survive and keep the mission going, we are doing these things. We have to do these things. There is no other way to maintain the platform. Otherwise, we have to stop it. Then the tech team suggested you can start some super chats or other things. What you can see, maybe in spite of my request more than 10 times, you can watch this video again. Out of 30, like 149 people who visited, only 3 people purchased a super chat costing 10 rupees. That tells us your tech team will be convinced you are not really interested in maintaining or continuing this platform. Yes. Cool. Second one. Sorry. Question 8. When commenting on the popularity of homeopathy, Professor Broom. Okay. What is this?
It's a name.
Shows his. What does he show? Option A, surprise at people's willingness to put their trust in it. Now, what is the meaning of the first option?
He's surprised with the people's.
Does it have any connection with the first paragraph, summary of first paragraph? $11 million annually. That is really connected to the previous paragraph, which means somebody says there is some controversy, somebody says there is no proof, but then why people are benefiting from it? People are benefiting from it. Surprise at people's willingness to put their trust in it. They are spending money at homeopathy clinics. Does this first option support the author's position or is opposite to it?
Supporting.
Supporting. If that is supporting, that must be the right answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next one, frustration scientific's inability to explain their views on it. Frustration. Okay. Scientists are not able to explain their views. Acceptance, option C, acceptance of the view that the subject may merit further study. Further study. In the previous thing also you had further study, right?
Yeah.
Just go there. See, required further investigation. Option D was required further investigation. And you eliminated it, right?
Yeah, fully.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have eliminated, here also you can eliminate because already we have said no further study is the issue here.
Yeah.
Got it? Option C, option D is option D. You will see the same trick played. In option C, you have eliminated saying further investigation or further study is not required. Option D says further study is required, but here option C says further study. Further investigation means further study. So that is eliminated. Because already where you said nothing to do with further study. D, concern over the risks people face when receiving such treatment. Risks.
Yes.
Actually, there is no risk being spoken of.
Yeah.
That speaks against the first paragraph. First paragraph says people simply vote with wallets. Yeah. Yeah. It is against first paragraph. Right? The spirit of the first paragraph. Frustrated scientist inability, we don't know, but this is in favor of the first option. Option A is in favor of the paragraph. Now, Professor Boom, when there is a name, in the question stem, all other strategies are overridden. Many other strategies will be available there. Okay? Right. So you have to go to the Name.
Name in the
Samjana, have a cup of tea, something? Okay. Then I start. Professor Alex Broom. Then which university, all those things, you learn to ignore those subject complements, okay? Whether he is in that university or some other university, we are not bothered. We are bothered about his opinion. Okay, tomorrow, maybe by the time we are reading, he has already changed the university, or the person is no more in this world. We are not bothered about it. We are bothered about what he is saying. The really interesting question is, how can we possibly really interesting?
post.
Really interesting means positive or negative? Can it be frustration?
Positive. No
Positive.
further.
No. Yeah, how can we possibly have something that people think works? People think it works. When to all intents and purposes, from a scientific, it doesn't. For scientists, it doesn't work, but for people, it works. So, surprise at people's willingness to put their trust in it. Even if all the scientists say this is nonsense, homeopathy nonsense, people simply spend time on it. People trust it. So it's really interesting, means no frustration, right?
Yes, Father.
Yeah, that's what we call the emotion-based hedging words, right? Reading for emotions. Reading for emotions. Yeah, all the scientists are saying homeopathy is nonsense, but people simply trust it. That's a surprise, right? Yes, and people have the benefit. How cool. So how will you fill the right side of the column? Second para. What is written in the left side?
Voting
Voting with them wallet.
Voting with
Their
voting
wallet.
with ballots. Again, my power failed. Sorry. Yes.
So the people
Voting.
willingness.
Yeah, voting with ballots means people's willingness, people's faith, people's trust. Anything you can say. You can write in your own words. Voting with the ballots means, for example, when I requested you to get one super chat, if you vote with wallets means you are supporting me. You are buying super chats. Means you are supporting. So on the other side, what will you write?
people are trusting.
Voting with the wallets means trust of the people. On the question 8 side, column, trust of the people. All people trust homeopathy. All people trust homeopathy. People trust homeopathy.
Yep.
There is the same meaning of voting with ballots. Correct, right?
Yes.
Yes. See, these are surprise. These are known as emotional-based hedging words. Surprise, frustration, acceptance, concern. Yes. Got it? So beautiful. Now question 9. Joanna Ashmore's views on homeopathy highlight. Come on, fast.
Joanna Ashmore.
Or name.
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 Highlight.
Highlight.
Views highlight, yeah. Option A, how practitioners put their patients at ease. Patients at ease. And the key attraction of the approach for patients.
Approach for patient.
For patients.
Approach for patient.
How it suits patients with a range of health problems.
How it
Suits
suits.
patients. The opportunities to improve patient care. Improve patient care.
Yeah.
With G.B. Smith. So what is the opinion? What is he highlighting? Joanna Ashmore, he or she, I don't know. Okay, she. Okay. Writer, Joanna Ashmore. So the principle is that, strategy or tip is that, when there is a name in the question stem, ignore all other strategies. Not for beginners, okay? Beginners also you can try later. But when there is a name, ignore whatever comes before it. So how big is the paragraph for you to read and find the answer? Just 2 3 lines. I made it big font, otherwise it will look 2 lines. Okay. Right, Joanna is a case in point. She sees her homeopath for a 1 hour monthly consultation. I feel if I go and say I have got this health concern, she's going to treat my body to fight it rather than just treat the symptom. They're not just treating the symptom. You understand what is treating symptom, no? That is not the real healing. If you treat the headache, if it is a symptom of something else, thyroid will not be healed. Your headache will be
Yes.
healed, but then you will have a headache again, maybe after 3 days. So homeopathy doesn't treat the symptoms, it treats the body.
Or
It was already said in the first paragraph, you remember? Let me go there.
Yes, they look.
Yeah, here you see, first paragraph they said,
Strengthen the body.
believe to strengthen the body. Strengthen the body. That's what I said. Once you understand the first paragraph, you understand the whole article. Okay. Is it? Yes. So I feel if I go there means, what is it? What does it mean? Some practitioners put their patients at ease by giving some analgesics. For everything, they will give some analgesics. When you have a sprain, you are playing some games, football or kabaddi. When you have a sprain in your leg somewhere, what do? You spray analgesics. What is that called? Spray. What is the spray? Very commonly used to spray for pain.
Lidocaine, for numbing.
Yeah, numbing.
Xylocaine or lidocaine.
No, there is some other spray very commonly people use for games and all those who are playing.
Olini.
Not only. Pardon? With the same name, you have the ointment as well.
Father,
Voltaren. Okay, same, but then you can we use something else here very commonly. Okay, whatever. So that puts the patient or the person playing at ease. But is that healing? Does it heal anything? No, it only numbs. Means the brain will not sense the pain. Pain is there. Correct. So the first option says it doesn't heal anything. It only puts the patient at ease. Sugipikia. Right? So is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Option A.
No.
See, the patient is coming to you with a sprain in the ankle. Now, what do? You spray some analgesics and numb the portion. And you put the patient at ease. Okay. Patient is happy. He goes. And the ambulance comes with a swelling and infection in the leg after 3 days. Is it positive or negative?
It's negative.
Negative. You should understand the tone. You should understand the tone. Patient is put at ease, but the system is not positive.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should understand the tone of the sentence. But what he doesn't say that. He says, treat my body, fight it rather than just treat the symptom. He says, homeopathy will treat my body. Who she is saying, Joanna Ashmore. Second one, the key attraction of the approach for patients. See how it suits patients with a range of health problems. Do they say anything about range of health problems here? Many health problems?
No, not mentioned.
Not mentioned at all. This is not mentioned at all. The opportunities to improve patient care with GPs miss. What is that? Grammatically, is it correct?
No,
You'll have
Father.
to write GP's mistress, probably. You know, elimination. You can eliminate grammatically incorrect options.
Father, your voice is breaking.
Breaking. For
No,
others, how do you
Father.
feel?
No,
Maybe
Father.
yeah. Sometimes in the virtual classroom, you may have internet issue. Then you can say my voice is breaking, but other people are saying my voice is sweet. Okay, I disagree with the objection. Cool, you can just change your positions. It's all maybe your internet issue. Cool. Check. Just change the position or just walk around. Okay. The opportunity to import patient care with GP's miss. What is GP's miss? Maybe you can say GP's mistress or wife. Okay. This is called grammatically incorrect option, one of the 7 principles of elimination. If you have not learned, you watch the video on elimination. Just go to EduSkills OET and type elimination. Okay. Elimination method. You will find the video which speaks about these options, even otherwise. So what is the thing? The key attraction is approach for patients. That's what I say. I feel if I go, what is the approach? Approach is not to heal the symptoms, but holistic approach. Strengthen the body. First paragraph. Strengthen the whole body. So he says, she is going to treat my body to fight it rather than just treat the symptom. That's speaking about the approach, holistic approach of homeopathy, not instant solution. Did you get it?
Yes,
Yes, Father. Clear.
Yeah. And this is the way all the texts are arranged. Tone is same, strategies are same, options are same, but only language and topic changes. Okay, so the answer is option B.
B.
Yes, let's go to the next very small paragraph. In the 4th paragraph, it is suggested that visits to homeopaths. Come on, fast.
Suggested.
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 You require so much time to say that. Suggested
Visits.
visits to homeopaths. So visits is okay, visits to homeopaths. Option A, occasionally depend on a referral from a mainstream doctor. Referral.
Reference.
Reference.
Good. Yeah. If you have kids around you, don't unmute, don't respond. Okay, others will respond. Or your fiancé or your life partner is angry with you, please don't unmute. I can hear somebody shouting. Okay, please mute. Those have distractions at the background. This shows the person is not attending. That's the problem. Indrajit, could you mute your audio?
It's already mute, Father.
Father, Vandika.
Santika is muted. Indrajit is not muted, I believe. Is it muted? Yes, now she muted. Yes. See, just check when there is a distraction. You can hear the voice, no? If that voice is sweeter than my voice, you need not mute. If that is a distraction, please mute. Okay. Yes. Cool. Yeah. Please don't come to Zoom classroom and do other works. Okay. Only if you're entirely able to attend here, come to Zoom classroom. That's why we have kept YouTube Live connected so that you can be doing anything there. You can be dancing and singing and doing cooking and attending. Yes. Okay. Now, occasionally depend on a referral from a mainstream doctor. Option B, frequently result from a patient's treatment preference. Patient's treatment preferences.
Preference.
Yeah, treatment preferences. Option C, should be preceded by a visit to a relevant specialist.
Relevant specialist.
Visit to a relevant specialist. Okay. D, option often reveal previously overlooked medical problems.
Medical.
Overlooked medical problems.
Medical
Means,
problem.
earlier they didn't know about that medical problem. Yes. Most people visit a homeopath after having received a diagnosis from a mainstream practitioner, often because they want an alternative choice to medication. This is the controlling idea. This is the controlling idea of the paragraph. Means controlling idea in the topic sentence. So similar to most people, means most people visit a homeopath. Most people visit a homeopath. That is in the heading. Question stem. So similar to which option? Or let's read. Says Greco, generally speaking, for a homeopath, their preference is if someone has a diagnosis from a medical practitioner before starting homeopathic treatment. So it's rare for someone to come and see us with an undiagnosed condition. And certainly if they do come undiagnosed, we would want to refer them on and get that medical evaluation before starting a course of treatment, he says. Why do patients visit homeopaths? Homeopathy consultants. In the fourth paragraph, it is suggested that visits to homeopaths. Why do they visit? They already have a diagnosis from a specialist. Then why do they visit homeopath?
They want to take an
They want
an
alternative
way
choice for that.
Alternative choices, patients'
to medical.
preferences, right?
Yes, Father.
Patient preferences. So
Option B.
often, frequently, often, frequently. Result from a because is the cause and effect language result. Because of this reason. What is the reason? Patient's choice, alternative choice of medication. So B is the option. Do they say occasionally depend on a referral from a mainstream doctor? No, nowhere it is said a referral from mainstream doctor. They said maybe they come after visiting a mainstream doctor, they come to us. So this is not mentioned at all. Referral is not given in the text at all. And C, should be preceded by a visit to a relevant specialist. Should be preceded by a visit to a relevant specialist. Is it a suggestion? Here they are saying maybe you can confuse. So it is rare for someone to come and see us with the undiagnosed condition. And certainly, if they do come undiagnosed, we would want to refer them on and get that medical evaluation before starting the course of treatment. It doesn't say should be preceded by a visit. If it is not preceded, we will refer them. So you can't ask somebody, oh, did you go to a mainstream doctor? No. Then you cannot go to a homeopath. You can't say that. First, you should go to a relevant specialist. You can't say that, right? If you don't go, what homeopathic consultants, doctors do? They will send you for a consultation to a mainstream doctor to have the things diagnosed. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father. Yes.
So they are not saying it should be preceded. Often reveal previously overlooked medical problems. Not mentioned at all. A and D is not mentioned. So the answer is B. It's in the topic sentence based question. Right?
Father,
Yes.
I have a doubt. The word
Yeah.
is suggested in the question stem.
Yeah.
So should the modal word means
Okay.
suggest. So option C says mention should be proceed.
Preceded by a visit to a relevant
Specialist.
specialist. What is the topic sentence saying? Most people visit a homeopath after having received a diagnosis from a mainstream practitioner. People come after consulting a mainstream practitioner, often because they want an alternative choice to medication. So one thing you have to understand, if the concept is not same, you cannot use the modal verb. Is the concept same?
Yeah, I know.
See the timeline. The topic sentence is saying most people come first to visit mainstream doctor, then come to homeopathic doctor. Option C is saying the other way about. Don't come to me unless you go to a mainstream doctor. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Option C says don't come to me unless you consult a mainstream doctor. But the topic sentence says you should. Normally people come after consulting a mainstream doctor.
Mainstream.
So the timeline is different, right? In this
Yeah,
paragraph, other things, don't think of other things. In this paragraph, the very first sentence says most of the people come to us after having diagnosed or consulted a mainstream doctor. Why? Then that is being explained. Okay. C option goes against the topic sentence itself. If that goes against the topic sentence, that can never be the content of this paragraph. Topic sentence is explained by supporting sentence and developing sentences in the paragraph, right?
Yeah, yes, Father.
Got it?
Okay, Father.
Okay.
Like that.
Yes.
Preceded by a visit means they're telling they need to visit a specialist before they came to homeopathy, like that is the meaning of the C.
No.
The option
Yeah, option C is saying you should visit a mainstream specialist before coming to homeopath. But the
Okay.
topic sentence is saying people often come after visiting a mainstream.
Okay.
Yes, a second option or for a alternative choice.
Okay. We are
Then
didn't
there
get
is
the
no
meaning of the option C.
yeah.
Then
There is no question. Yeah, then there is no question of saying homeopath saying no, come on, don't come here, go to the mainstream doctor first. The very fact they accepted, the paragraph accepts most people come after meeting. Why do they come here? Because of their alternative choice. They've been eating that allopathic medication, and I have a lot of problems now, gastritis and all that. So let me see one homeopathy doctor. Cool.
Father, last sentence is telling if rare people are coming without undiagnosed coming.
Yeah. So it is rare for someone.
Yeah, rare coming.
To come and see us with an undiagnosed condition. Means rare means people don't come. People don't come to us. But the C is saying should go to the relevant specialist first. This is the factual statement. The other one is says you should go. A recommendation. You see, from two angles there. Here it is saying it's rare for someone to come and see us with an undiagnosed condition. Is the same as most people visit a homeopath after having received diagnosis from a mainstream practitioner. Got it?
Yes, Father.
So next, what did you write here? Did you write which columns? 8th column? Till where did you write in the question column? Please respond, otherwise I feel like stopping.
Father, up to 8 we wrote, Father.
Yeah, you require so much time to see that 2 columns. Okay, 9th one. What have we written in the other side, left side?
Father, I wrote key attraction.
No. 9th
Holistic
one.
approach for homeopathy.
On the text side, paragraph side, approach of homeopathy.
A positive appeal on approaching of
Okay. Now here in the question side,
first practice.
attraction of approach for patients, or attraction of the approach, homeopathic approach. That is the B option, no? See, the approach is there in the text side paragraph. So here actually the right option gives approach. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
And come to question 9, 10. What was that 10? On the left side?
It's an alternative choice of medication.
Yeah. And the answer option is patient's treatment preference. Patient's treatment preference. Just to show you there is connection. Topic, sentence, and correct answer option, there is a connection.
Yeah.
Don't you see a connection?
Yes, Father.
Yeah, at every column. That's why I said if you understand topic, sentence, you understand the answer easily. Whether it's a topics-based question or not, that's irrelevant. Topic sentence gives the summary of the paragraph. Yes. 11. 11 we have not done. Okay. What particularly concerns Professor Glassiu? Oh, that's how it's Glassiu.
Class
Pardon?
Name.
Okay.
name.
Yeah. Concerns. Option A, the risks to patients of relying on homeopathic. The risks.
Risk.
Okay. What concerns him? Is it the risk of the patients? Second, the mistaken view.
Mistaken.
View.
Can
Whether
only
homeopathic treatment can only be good or do good.
only
Only is
it's an absolute
absolute. So what happens?
eliminator.
Eliminates. So you have only 3 options. Option C, the way that homeopathic remedies endanger more than just the user.
Endanger.
Remedies and dangers.
Yeah. Endanger more than
Just the user.
more than just the user. Option D, the ineffectiveness of homeopathic remedies against even minor illness. Ineffectiveness.
Ineffectiveness.
Okay, now you have to see what is that Professor Glassiu's concern. Is he concerned about the risks to patients, or is he concerned about endangering more than just the user, or does he say it's ineffective? Homeopathic remedies are ineffective even for minor illness, even for small headaches, minor headaches. It is ineffective. What does he say? So where you have to go?
A name in the
His
paragraph.
name.
Where is the name?
Third line.
Third line, there is a name. But if there is a
Care of.
contrast word, and if
Yeah,
there
Father,
are
but
names, here there is again name, right? Says Glassiu.
Father.
So if there are 2 names, normally it's the second name. If there are 2 contrast words, normally the second contrast word. And again, if there is a contrast word, generally answer must be after the contrast word when there is a repetition. Now there is a repetition, otherwise directly go. Now what he says, if it is for a serious illness, you may not be taking disease modifying treatments, and most Most worrying things
Worrisome.
like HIV, which affect not only you, but people around you. Most worrying is like things like HIV, which affect not only you, but people around you. Endanger
Danger more than just
More
the
than
more than
just the user.
just user. And
User
most,
appraising.
most, more, most. Scale is
Limit.
there.
Okay.
Okay. So option
C.
C is the answer, right?
Here.
Yes, sir.
And they are not mentioning anything about risk, do they? Let's see. Given the homeopathic medicines are by their very nature incredibly dilute, and some might argue diluted beyond all hope of efficacy, they are like, this one can be eliminated when you read, okay, to understand easily. The meaning will be there. Given the homeopathic medicines are by their very nature incredibly dilute, they are unlikely to cause any adverse effects. Their homeopathic medicines are unlikely to cause
Yes.
any
Adverse.
adverse effects. So now they are saying it will not have adverse effects. That is whose opinion? Writer's opinion. But there is one Buddhu coming and saying objecting. Who is that? Says Glacius. But after but, the other opinion. Okay? There is a harm. Professor Glacius, chair of the homeopathy working committee. All these are not required. Subject complement says that while financial cost is one harm, potentially more harmful are the non-financial costs associated with missing out an effective treatment. It is just a cold. I am not too worried. But if it is for a serious illness, after but. And again, if the name is appearing at the end of the paragraph, what comes before the name is the answer. Okay. If the sentence begins with the paragraph, what comes next? Says Glacio. At the end of the sentence, they have given the name. So what he says comes before that, right? Cool. Got it?
Father,
Yes, Father.
if his name came first time and second time also came, and in between two time came but.
Yeah, that's what I said. If there are repetition of names, normally the second time we will have the opinion.
Yeah.
And
But
whenever there is a contrast word, definitely in the second time. What comes after but? If the name comes after but, repetition comes. Did you understand? Contrast word, whenever there is a contrast word, but the first principle is that if the name is appearing only once,
yeah.
wherever the name, just go there. If the
Okay.
name is repeated,
Yeah.
see if there is a contrast word, what comes after the contrast word, or generally the second appearing name. Answer will be the second appearing name. Second time appearing. Okay, here it is here. Did you get it? See,
Yes.
here it says the ineffectiveness of homeopathic remedies against even minor illness. See, he is speaking something about cold and all that. But if it is for a serious illness, the way that what particularly concerns, what particularly concerns. See, the D option can be confused with one answer here in the text, one statement. See, potentially more harmful are the non-financial costs associated with missing out on effective treatments. If it is just a cold, minor illness, just a cold, I am not too worried. I am not concerned. Negative C. I am not. If you have a confusion with the fourth option, you can have a confusion. You know, it says the ineffectiveness of homeopathic remedies against even minor illness. Professor Glaciu is speaking against the writer. Writer is supporting homeopathy. Glaciu is opposing homeopathy. Now he says, if it is just a cold, minor illness, I am not too worried. I am not concerned at all. But if it is for a serious illness, I am concerned. So the question says, what particularly concerns Professor Glass? Got it?
Yes, Father.
This option is there, but he has added, I am not concerned. This option appears in the text, but he says, I am not concerned about it. But ultimately, the view of Professor Glassy is the ineffectiveness of homeopathic remedies, all the illness, minor as well as major. But I am concerned when it is a major illness like HIV. Got that contrast there? No response.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, the
Yes,
more delayed response, less. Yeah, looks real. Thank you for the super chat. Looks real. Yes. Question 12. Greg Pope uses the expression wonderful outcomes. Highlighted question says, highlighted word says, that is it.
Wonderful outcome. It's a
To underline.
vocabulary question.
Yeah, lexical question. Yeah. Now, immediately you can go there. Wonderful outcomes. Okay. Now, option A, the ability of homeopathy to defy its scientific critics.
Defy to scientific critics.
Option B, the value of his patient's belief in the whole process. Patient's belief.
Patient's belief.
The claim that he has solid proof that homeopathy works. Solid proof. The way positive results can be achieved despite people's doubts. Positive results. Okay. Do you think, see, the option D says the way positive results can be achieved despite people's doubts. Is it against the spirit and taste of, or supporting, or against the taste and spirit of first paragraph, introductory paragraph? This is saying despite people's doubt, people doubts. There is a doubt among the people. The first paragraph categorically states no doubt. People are for it. People are voting with their wallets, spending $11 million annually. So this is against the introductory paragraph. If that is against the introductory paragraph, that can never be the answer in general sense. That you will gain by practice. You will understand how to understand the general tone or the taste of the paragraph, introductory paragraph. Now, where is it? Greg Cope is their name. If at all you want, you can use that as well. Greg Cope is here.
However, Greg Cope.
Yeah, here it is not required. Still, however, is a contrast word says after that. But then normally it will be with these wonderful outcomes, right? You can directly go there, but let's read from here to understand. However, Greg Cope dismisses this argument, pointing out that homeopathy appears to benefit even the skeptics. We might see kids first, then perhaps mom, and after a couple of years, dad will follow. And even though he is only there reluctantly, we get wonderful outcomes.
Excuse me, Father. I'm going to work, Father. I'm so sorry. I have to leave now. I will continue with the duty.
Please. Whenever you want to leave
Father.
Whenever you want to leave in between session, please don't inform me. Okay, anybody at the Zoom classroom, you can just exit.
Thank you, Father.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Because you'll be distracting other patients, learners. No.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, no send-offs in the Zoom classroom. Okay, only invitations. Cool. Yes, I repeated that yesterday as well, because you'll be simply taking away the concentration of the people, right? Yeah. First of all, we are not able to attend. This should not be disturbing others. Yeah, cool. Others should mind it. That's why I'm telling. Yesterday also, two people were saying that. Then I mentioned, please don't interrupt in between. You can exit it. Okay. Okay. Now come on. Don't mind.
The value patient belief.
Patient's belief.
Now this one I just for argument purpose I have deleted, okay? To teach you the meaning, whether you will object. This is advanced section, you should be able to object. For D I have just eliminated because for argument purpose. You said it is opposite the meaning of introductory paragraph. I did not agree, but I deleted it. Because two ways of putting complex sentence whether you are able to understand. Put this sentence in another way. This is a complex sentence, right? This is a complex sentence. The way positive results can be achieved despite people's doubts.
Okay.
Even though there is doubts, results are positive. Yes, let's go to the first paragraph once. See, there is scientific opinion and unscientific opinion. There is an argument. There are doubts. There are misgivings. And however, so two reports say there is no evidence. But despite this, Australians spend so much means it's helpful for people. Do you get it?
Yes, Father.
That's why I said you have to clearly understand the main introductory paragraph. You take a lot of time and then get all the topic sentences and find what is the connection. Sorry, where are we?
No, Father. Previous slide, Father. Wonderful outcome.
Okay, wonderful outcomes. So, yeah. So where do you connect it? Wonderful outcomes. When there is a highlighted word, first you have to go before the word. What comes before the word or phrase? What comes before the word or phrase? Greg-Cope name is there. However, Greg-Cope dismisses this argument. Which argument? The question of a placebo effect. Placebo effect argument is dismissed by whom? Greg-Cope. Inevitably arises as studies repeatedly seem to suggest that whatever benefits are being derived from homeopathy are more a product of patient faith rather than of any active ingredient of the medications. It's not the medication, but the faith heals. Same notion in the introductory paragraph, right? People's faith. In spite of lack of proof, scientific proof, people believe, they spend money. Now, however, Greg-Cope dismisses this argument. This argument means placebo effect argument. Pointing out that homeopathy appears to benefit even the skeptics. Even the skeptics means even those who are doubtful. Even those who are doubtful, skepticism, question everything. Skeptics question everything. They are doubtful about everything. See, so skeptics, then they are explaining how is it? We might see kids first. First, they will bring the kids to the homeopathy clinic. Okay? They don't want to admit. Then perhaps mom. Next time, mommy comes. And after a couple of years, dad will follow. Dad also will come for homeopathy treatment. And even though he is only there reluctantly, we get wonderful outcomes. He is doubtfully is coming. He is not very sure. But outcomes are wonderful. Means he gets great healing. In spite of the doubt he has in his mind.
Claim that he has solid proof that homeopathy works.
See here, he is only there reluctantly. Means what? But result is great. What comes before the highlighted phrase? He comes reluctantly. Means he is not very sure. He is doubtful. But wonderful outcomes means?
He got the positive result.
Positive results.
Positive results.
Wonderful outcomes. Synonymous is Positive results.
This can be achieved despite people's doubt.
Despite dad's doubt.
Despite your reluctant is only the reluctant.
He was reluctant, but terrible feeling. Oh my goodness, my knee joint. I couldn't stand up and sit. Now I am just going to the gym every day. There is no issue. Wonderful outcomes. Wonderful results. Outcome means what?
Result.
Result, right? Wonderful means what?
Positive.
Wonderful can be, sorry. Wonderful also can be positive. Positive results also can be wonderful outcomes. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what comes just before highlighted word? If you don't find it there, then you can go after the word. Rarely, 10% maybe.
Father, after wonderful outcomes, there is written, but can still see its benefits.
Benefit?
Yeah.
Where? Okay. You are speaking about this. As a patient journalist more is aware, scientific research. This one I explained, I think we weren't there in the explanation about that Cancer Council and HMRC. When two questions are from one single passage. Now this is there are two questions from this passage, right?
Okay.
See the question of placebo effect. The question of placebo, this is 12, this is 13.
Okay.
Yeah, you can watch that. Somebody can suggest which session was it. There I have specifically explained this. When there are two questions from the same paragraph, there should be two different strategies, right? For two questions. So you can't confuse with the first with the next. Now here we are bothered about that highlighted phrase, word or phrase, wonderful outcomes. Next question speaks about another author in the same paragraph. Same paragraph. Where is he? See?
Yeah, name Johanna.
Johanna Ashmore. And the answer is connected with this but.
Yeah, Father.
They have specifically explained to you with the example of Cancer Council of India and NHMRC opinion from the same paragraph, two questions. That is cancer and alcohol from the official website. Question 12 and 13. Got it?
Yes.
That's why I say always be cautious when you have two answers from the same text. It's easy because you have to read once and answer immediately because you get two questions answered in one paragraph. Now here the principle is this. In a lexical question, look at the highlighted word or phrase in the question stem. Directly, first step, don't go anywhere. Where you have to go?
Read the previous sentence.
Yeah, go. Maybe I'm cutting till here, but then just for the emphasizing that, but you can use from however to understand. Now, go to the highlighted word in the text, then look for answer just before that highlighted word or phrase. It says, even though he is only there reluctantly, we get a wonderful results. Even though is synonym of in the answer option C or D option.
Can be.
Even though is the synonym of despite.
Despite. Even though despite.
Got it?
Yeah.
Even though despite. He is only there reluctantly. Doubts. People's doubts. He is only there reluctantly. Okay. we get wonderful outcomes. Positive results can be achieved. We get wonderful results. Positive results can be achieved. The answer is before this, even though he is only there reluctantly, despite people's doubts. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yeah. So if there was only one question, that would have been after this but. Okay? And you should also see this but comes in between a sentence. The contrast word normally appears. This is contrast, not contrast-based question. This is contrast word-based answer. If the contrast word appears within the sentence, that is contrast word-based answer, whereas the other one is contrast-based. Contrast-based means two ideas being contrast. However, she is this, she is that, she is wonderful, she is great and excellent. However, she is a Buddhu. Okay? Contrasting ideas. Whereas here, it is within the sentence giving an emphasis. But still, that will be the answer, next answer. Let's see. Okay? Yeah. Any best wishes for your job? Yes. Don't worry. You can watch rest of it, maybe only one more question. Yeah. Now, from the comments quoted in the 6th paragraph, it is clear that Joanna Ashmore is okay. You have to go to the name. Then is aware scientific research does little to support homeopathy, but can still see its benefits. Option A, prepared to accept that homeopathy may depend on psychological factors. May depend on psychological factors. Then option B, happy to admit that she was uncertain at first about proceeding. Uncertain about proceeding. Option C, skeptical about the evidence against homeopathic remedies.
Skeptical. Homeopathic remedies.
Evidence against homeopathic remedies. Confident. She is confident that research will eventually validate homeopathy. So what she says, as a patient, Joanna Ashmore is aware scientific research does little to support homeopathy. Means, does little means?
No.
Does nothing.
No support.
Does nothing. Zero support to homeopathy, but can still see its benefits. If seeing my homeopathy each month improves my health, I am happy, but I don't care how it works, even if it is all in the mind. I just know that it does.
Yes, I just know that.
Prepare to accept that homeopathy may depend on the psychological facts.
How do you connect? Sorry. How do you connect? Sorry. Which question? 13, right?
13.
Prepared to accept that homeopathy may depend on psychological factors. If seeing my homeopathy each month improves my health, I am happy. I don't care how it works. Even if it is all in mind.
All in my mind. All in the mind.
Even if it is all in mind.
All in the mind.
I know just it works. All in the mind means depend on. Even
psychological facts.
If means may. Right?
Yes,
Even if. may depend, even if it is all depending on the mind. Depend on psychological factors. Depend on, it's all in the mind. Prepare to accept that homeopathy. I don't care how it works. Even if it is psychological factors, I am getting healed, so I don't care. I am happy. Reading for emotion. I don't care. Reading for emotion. Okay. Prepare to. I am happy. Prepare to accept. I am prepared to accept. I am ready to accept. I am happy about homeopathy. I don't care what are the psychological factors. It depends on psychology or physiology. I am benefiting from it. My knee pain, my ankle pain is healed. I am able to run and walk. Did you understand?
Yes,
So name then this principle. We have not read other things. Previous answer was there, right? On top. Right? Wonderful outcomes.
Wonderful outcome.
Yeah, that was there, but we are not bothered. We did not read that portion. That's it. And the last one. What does the word this in the final paragraph refer to? Again, lexical question. This, what you have to go? Go to this in the text, highlighted word. Okay. What does the word this in the final paragraph refer to? It's a reference question. Refer to what? The option A, the continuing inability of homeopathy to gain scientific credibility. Inability. Yeah, to gain scientific credibility. Then the suggestion that the scientific credibility of homeopathy is in doubt.
Suggestion.
The credibility is in doubt. The idea that there is no need to pursue scientific acceptance for homeopathy. No need to pursue. Fourth one, option D, the motivation behind the desire for homeopathy to gain scientific acceptance.
Motivation.
To gain scientific acceptance.
Scientific acceptance.
Yeah, in my view, this is not about broader credibility per se. It's about scientific and medical credibility. There's actually quite a lot of cultural credibility surrounding homeopathy within the community, but that's not replicated in the scientific literature. The problem, as he sees it, let's read previously. The problem, as he sees it, lies in the fact that if you are going to dance with the conventional medication and say, you want to be proven to be effective in dealing with discrete psychological conditions, then you indeed do have to show efficacy. In my view, this is not about broader credibility per se. It's about scientific and medical credibility. What is it? Let's try it with the options. Any suggestion?
No need to prove scientific acceptance for credibility.
No. Which one?
Option C.
The idea that there is no need to pursue scientific acceptance for homeopathy. This. The problem. See, we will eliminate something and read. The problem lies in the fact that if you are going to dance with conventional medicine and say, we want to be proven to be effective in dealing with discrete psychological conditions, then you indeed do have to show efficacy. in my view, this is not about broader credibility per se. Per se means in itself. It's about scientific and medical credibility. What is scientific and medical credibility? After hyphen it is explained. There is actually quite a lot of cultural credibility surrounding homeopathy within the community, but that's not replicated in the scientific literature. I think you don't understand that word per se, right? Per se means this is not about broader credibility in itself. Per se means in itself.
Okay, sir.
In itself. Yes.
Father, this type of question is more challenging.
Pardon?
This type of question is more challenging, Father.
No, but usually you don't. But you don't. Usually you don't get. Maybe you don't get it because per se is there. Otherwise, they are explaining it in detail. Now you see, somebody suggested the idea that there is no need to pursue scientific acceptance for homeopathy. Normally, everybody wants to have scientific acceptance, right? The word, what does the word "this" in the final paragraph refer to? Let's read to understand the whole thing. But if so many people around the world are placing their faith in homeopathy, despite the evidence against it, Broom questions why homeopathy seeks scientific validation. What is written in the left column?
Scientific validation.
Need for scientific validation. Or why homeopathy seeks scientific validation. Why? That is the controlling idea in the topic sentence. That's why I said if you have confusions, go to topic sentence. Why means answer why. Which is the answer why? Maybe you have to see why the homeopathy seeks scientific validation. So the controlling idea says homeopathy seeks scientific validation. Homeopathy seeks scientific validation. The problem of scientific valuation lies in the fact that if you are going to dance with conventional medicine and say, we want to be proven to be effective in dealing with, say, discrete psychological conditions, then you indeed do have to show efficacy. Do you get it? Actually, the topic sentence is saying homeopathy seeks scientific validation, controlling idea. Why? That is the answer next coming. Why they need scientific validation? So here, no need to pursue scientific evaluation acceptance is against the topic sentence, controlling idea. Opposite of controlling idea. Do you understand?
Okay.
But if so many people are, see the topic sentence, but if so many people around the world are placing their faith in homeopathy, despite the evidence against it, Broom questions why homeopathy seeks scientific validation. People are happy with it, then why do you worry about scientific validation? Why? The answer is given in the paragraph. So it is accepted fact, homeopathy seeks scientific validation from the topic sentence. So you cannot say no need to pursue scientific acceptance. That is opposite. Okay?
Okay, Father.
The continuing inability of homeopathy to gain scientific credibility. The paragraph doesn't say it is unable to gain scientific credibility. Does it say anywhere? It doesn't say. Inability is not mentioned at all. Then the suggestion that the scientific credibility of homeopathy is in doubt. The motivation behind. Why means? What is the motivation? They are simply wasting money to get scientific approval. Now, see, there is actually the medical.
Scientific per se, it is about scientific and medical credibility. Then they are explaining there is actually quite a lot of cultural credibility surrounding homeopathy within the community. Means people really place their trust in homeopathy, but
But not replicated.
But that is
that's not
that
replicated
is the
in
contrast.
Scientific
yeah, that is not replicated in scientific
literature.
literature. See, people trust us, but that is not reflected in scientific literature. So we want scientific approval. The motivation behind the desire for homeopathy to gain scientific experience. This refers to the motivation. In my view, this is not about broader credibility per se. It's not about for a moral credibility in itself. It's about scientific and medical credibility. Scientific and medical credibility. That's why we want credibility, because in the cultural credibility surrounding homeopathy, culturally people have faith in us, but we want scientific credibility. That's why we are seeking scientific validation. Why homeopathy seeks scientific validation? That's only a language competency improvement required. Don't worry. One is challenging, so you have 490 marks. That's cool. Don't get disappointed when one question is challenging. Okay, think in that way. Okay.
No, one question, Father. The all text is.
No, in this text, everything was easy, right? Was it challenging? No, I just, this is for the special batch. I thought for the advanced people, I wanted to enhance a little more competency. Usually, don't get so challenging. That's why this is not working, because I had purposely, yesterday I made a brainstorming. Okay, of the question. Then I wanted you to watch that video and do the task. If those 2 steps were completed, you'd have enjoyed it more today. Because my dream is 500 for you. That's why I take little challenging ones. Yes. Can somebody read that Hindi message in the chat and explain to me what is it? Any Hindi walas here? Anybody who is fluent at Hindi? Just read the repeated 3 messages, repeatedly posted. I don't get it properly. Yeah,
Father, I can read, but
is it a spammer?
1 second, Father. क्या आपको भी शब्द वोकैब याद करने के लिए दिक्कत आती है डेली अपना?
जाएंगे जल्दी जाकर चेक
Father,
करो.
he's telling about the vocabulary. He's putting that vocabulary somewhere, Father. I'm not sure about. Check करने के लिए बोल रहे किधर?
He is asking you to check something. What is it?
Vocabulary. If somebody is difficult to learn in vocab, then they can check somewhere. But I don't know whether he's posted somewhere link or something. Or some students have difficulty in learning vocabulary, Father. Because of that, he's Naresh vocabs. Maybe some app or some institute, Father.
Yeah, just ignore it. No problem. Since it was repeatedly posted.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, that is against our teaching. Don't go and learn dictionary by heart dictionary. Vocabs should be collected from your practice material. This is sometimes I thought of giving you a challenge. That's why, okay. That's why yesterday I was particular. After the discussion, I will give you a brainstorming. But language is high, that's all. Language is high, but strategies are safe. See, for example, per se, you may not understand. Usually it is not used in itself. Such expressions. Any response? Any question you want to revisit?
No, Father.
Hmm? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, Sultana. See, Sultana's crowns are hitting the chat box. So beautiful. Okay. And chat rate is 0. Yeah, just hit the chat box. Let's see. And those who are willing to have a crown can get one. By the meantime, if you have some clarifications. I'm seriously thinking about having too many sessions because if people are not able to come as fast as I know. Okay. Unless you do the practice, there is no meaning in having sessions. I knew this is a bit challenging.
Good morning.
This is a bit challenging. I knew that's why yesterday I took precautionary caution. Language is a bit high. So I gave a brainstorming. Then actually night after 1 o'clock, I copy questions and answers. Okay, actually question text comes together, but then I wanted to make it easy for you so that I kept the questions, copied the questions along with the text and submitted to you asking you to do the task. But since those steps are not followed, it's a bit challenging. That's why I get demotivated because there's no use in it. I thought let there be some awareness, there can be some higher competency language possible, but rarely you won't get that challenging as far as my experience goes. But still, I thought those who are really advanced, let them challenge their brain.
Hello, Father. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Please, I have a little submission I would like to put up. Your students are from different parts of the country, different parts, and then, but some of the time that you are free, mostly some of us from this Africa countries, it's dawn, very dawn. So I recommended to my friends, they really wanted to join, but the rules regarding that when you come, automatically you have to on your videos. It's making them pull back because it's done here. It's barely 6 a.m. here. So we started the class around 4 a.m. Sometimes it's even 3:50 a.m. But we are trying and we are willing to join. So please,
Regina,
really, yes, Doctor?
Yeah, Regina, I understand your concern. That's why you can connect with your people, African countries, and you can suggest a time. If like there are many people, majority suggest that time, I can adjust this during holidays. I can adjust any time. After the holidays, I will not be able to, but now I am able to adjust. Now this can be, now it's 4 o'clock there. I can start maybe afternoon, no issue.
Yes, because initially when you were doing,
I understand. You'll have to put a notice and invite people and ask them what will be your convenient time, because African countries, this is almost 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So Father is ready to take, Father Salim is ready to take a time convenient for us. Who is willing to attend? That's our issue. Take the names and tell me, we will arrange.
Okay. And also the daily discussion too, that time. It's so boiled down to the time. Myself, I'm always willing to join but mostly the time is 3 p.m. here, and you are now leaving work, you are in traffic, and you like to join. So my major problem is sometimes permit us to off our video where we are and join, because myself, sometimes I'm off video, but I join. I concentrate. I try to get into the discussion. But now when you join and you don't on your video, they take you off. Sometimes I'm at work, but I still want to join. I use headpiece and try to join and listen. But during working hours, I can't on my video. So at least if there can be some flexibility for those of us from the African countries, we'll be very glad. And then when they are doing it, they should slow down. We don't hear the daily discussion. Me, I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Too fast.
No, I understand your difficulty. That's why we connect to YouTube as well. Because if there is a disturbance here, because and spammers are there, so many spammers, that's why YouTube, anybody can connect. Now you see somebody is coming and propagating vocabulary or their apps. So anybody can join there. There is no distraction for the class. You can attend, you can see me. Only thing, you cannot interact directly. You can interact through the YouTube comment space. And most of the African countries are underdeveloped countries, so I have a special preference for them. And I'll just share something one sec. If I give me 1 minute, and even discussion can be kept later. Like there is a UK timing they are planning with Shanmuga. That will be around 10:30 or 11 Indian time, which will be convenient for you. So you invite people, ask them what is the convenience. Okay, so I can connect with that group. There are so many time zones around this. People, aspirants, OET learners from 36 countries are attending our sessions. So time zones are entirely different. So what you have to do, Regina, you have to post a notice. You can post anywhere, even in the main platform. I am giving you the permission. You can mention, Father has allowed me to post this post. And you can invite people from African countries. How many of you want to join at this time? Father, our mentor is ready to arrange a session or a discussion convenient to African learners. Okay.
Okay. And then I introduced somebody to I introduced a friend. She joined. She's called Dorcas Esel, but she said she has been removed from the pages. But she was always active on the page too. She has been removed.
You mean in the Telegram?
Yes, the Telegram group. She has been removed from the page.
Main Telegram group?
Yes, main Telegram group. I think she was part of the special batch. She was communicating, inputting, but she has been removed. So she called me and I asked her to message you. She said she has messaged you, but she has still not been added. Another lady too. She has also been taken out.
See, sometimes now Regina, if I have to add somebody, I have to type the name to find that person, right?
Okay.
I can show you if I type in my Telegram Regina, there will be 300, 400 Reginas. How can I add? So what you have to do, you have to remind me and again let me know your Telegram ID. What is your name in the Telegram? Then send me a message from the Telegram, then only you'll be able to add.
She has sent you a message, several messages. You replied
that's what I tell you. When you send me a message, now I am in the sessions. You know, yesterday I started the sessions at morning, 10 o'clock. Then I ended at around 1 o'clock at night. You know, in between those sessions, I will get at least 15,000 to 20,000 messages in Telegram and WhatsApp. How do I scroll and find and read all these things? So if at all something urgent, you'll have to remind me, give thumbs up or repeating the messages or just reminding me so that when I see, open it, it will be there. Or you can mention it in the mentors hour, 12 o'clock. Mention mentors hour in the main platform. There is 12 to 1. It's time exclusively to speak to the mentor. You can type in there, this is my concern.
Okay.
Admins will take note of it. Or you can approach chief admins.
Okay, but please, sir, sometimes permit us to off our video. We really want to join when we are at work.
Yeah, because it's a big platform. That's why you have to help each other. That's why I said those issues will not be there. You can create a group of South African learners. We will take a separate segment for you, a separate group for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Why I am saying this? Why I am saying this? Because we have so many people from South African countries. I don't know whether you have seen it. One sec. I'm just coming to. Give me 1 minute. By the meantime, just hit the chat box as you're waiting for me. I just want to show you something from South Africa. It's Nigeria. How people struggle, I'll show you just once. Yeah, hit the chat box. By the meantime, I am searching here. You can utilize that time. Everybody hit the chat box. I am just searching for something. I'll get it now. Are you all there? I can't see you at the chat box.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yes. Yeah. I'll just try to share something. Regina, are you there?
Yes, please, I'm here.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen. From which part of Africa are you?
Not in South Africa, I'm in Ghana.
Okay, Ghana. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you see this video?
Yeah.
The title of this thumbnail is I have spent more than 10 lakhs. This person from Nigeria is giving his experience. Why I am when you tell me these things, I take a lot of patience and concentrate on you, because in this video, this is there in our channel, and this guy has spent more than 15 lakhs to pass OET. And when I say you to purchase 10 rupees super chat, this man is telling me live, I have not edited it, live, Father, I have spent more than 15 lakhs. I could not pass. But now I came to EduSkills. Within 2 months, I have passed OET, and I would like to give at least 1 lakh money to you. I said, no accounts, no transactions, no financial transactions. It's there live in. I hope you'll understand. Just try to listen, okay? Regina will understand better. Hello, are you all there?
Yes,
Yeah,
Father.
Yeah.
Hello,
Just you have to
everyone.
tell me whether you can hear, okay? It's audible and visible. Oh, visible, right?
Yes, Father, visible.
Yeah, you have to tell me if it is not audible, stop me, okay? If it is audible, don't stop me.
Okay, Father.
Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me? This is almost 2 years. The OET hold me down. Last year, I couldn't apply because of OET. I did my step 1, step 2. I couldn't do step 3 because of OET. And my step 1, step 2 is one time I passed. But this OET really, I'm so happy now that finally I passed. My name is Sunday Iziogo. Originally, I'm from Nigeria, but I'm here in US in Baltimore. So, and I'm also working as a nurse. I'm already a nurse before I went to medical school. So, yeah, originally I'm from Nigeria, but I reside in US here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Thank you for explaining your experience with us. It was really fantastic, and I think you applied many of the points that Father took in his videos, and you are explaining the scales and between the commas that are in different videos that Father already uploaded. We also got many information from his videos, and your explanation and your experience sharing is really great. And I think many of other people can watch this and they will get inspired from your words. Thank you so much for that. And also, really, we need to thank Father for giving us like this free platform for OET studies. And thank you, Father, for that.
What I did was I do online, I do in class. In class for here, let's say because we do it in New York, in class is 580 each time, each one of 580. Then if you do online, $455 US dollars though. Yeah, and that's how I've been spending, and it's been like I think about 16 times. So if he multiply that, it's over $10,000. Is very helpful. I really appreciate what Father did, and God will. I pray my prayer that God will continue to keep him long life for helping people like this. And he's not collecting money. I've spent a huge amount of money. I still have most of them subscribed for 6 months, 7 months. I still have them. you know. So how much? Sometimes almost $300, $250, $400. But I paid father nothing, nothing. And they even added me to the Telegram group without anything. I will just say that this is the really work of God anyway. It has been a little bit challenge for the OET, man. I cannot lie you. I really, really appreciate your handwork. It really helped me a lot. Or close to $10,000. I'll spend it on it.
Yes.
580 each time. Then if I do online is a little lesser. 455. It's a huge amount. The further lecture was like 3 months I followed. But the first month was even consistently. It was when I started learning these model verbs, absolutes, the skills, and all those opposite questions, opposite answers. I started applying it when I was listening. I see, this makes sense. So this is good. Sometimes I don't even understand, but once I see all, often, most, I will not pay attention to those questions. And sometimes when I'm reading, if I see a comma, in between comma, long text in between comma, who doesn't make sense, they try to use that to throw you off. So I don't really bother, I'll leave it. Like father always tells us, when it's in between comma, that thing doesn't really make sense. It's like a compliment. It's just to complete sentences. It doesn't help you to understand what they're saying. That's so that could distract you or not to waste your time. So all those things, I really apply it, and it really, really help. To be honest, I've been calling father, tested him, and sent him my result. If I haven't seen him and they have not seen me, why am I appreciating him, thanking him? We never see each other. He never even talk to me like. So I know reason why, because I know he's him the one that helped me. But he don't know. We're not here together. So, but in my head, I know why I pass. Because I come across his lecture. So that's why I keep testing him, greeting him, thanking him. He doesn't even know me, like we haven't talked, he haven't do anything with me. He don't even know who I am anyway. So, but I'm a Christian. I say I must show appreciation to this man because I really learned from this father. So that's all I have much. It's the best thing is if you can, when you go to the exam hall, sometimes when we go there, our mind, our heart will be jumping up, boom, boom, boom. But put it back of your mind. All those clues, don't forget it. All those clues. Anywhere you get to run out of time or you kind of stuck, use that clue. Look at the answer options. Once you find all those clues that father always tell us, try to apply them. So that's what really helped me. Some area I don't really understand, like as I said, but I just use when I see that the clues like almost, the also option that's opposite each other, I look detail both too. I try to pay attention to that too and say, which one? That anyone that have anything related, like when let's say they're speaking about something negative, if you look at the answer option, if you see anything negative regarding, you might not understand, but all you understand is that they're saying negative things about that answer. Maybe the author doesn't like. That's all you understand. But if you read in the test, basically you don't really understand. But all you feel that all they're saying is that author doesn't support. You read at the answer option, look at anyone that related to that. That's all. That's all they do. So it's just tricky. It's not that it's hard or so educated. It's just tricky. And the tricky is those clues. So, and that really helped me. I'm really, really, because it kept me there for, you can imagine, 2 years. I couldn't participate. I just fill out the errors and did everything. I cannot waste my money to apply because they cannot accept me without getting certification from ECFMG. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to talk to you all today. It's been a while. I used to follow father's lecture most of the time, and normally I didn't know earlier. It was about a couple of months ago. My friend told me about father. Then I went online. On YouTube, I saw him, and I was listening to the lecture. It was completely different from what I have been practicing. And I have done this exam for many, many, many times. I couldn't pass. But based on what I started learning from father, this exam is very, very common sense. Just the trickiness, the tricky they put in there that make us, because of exam anxiety, and some of us don't really pay attention to little mistake, and that's why we're not passing it. I have a couple of friends who are also struggling like I did, and even now, some of them have not actually passed, which I called them and told them what I saw. That since I started watching my father's video, all the lectures on YouTube, even also the communication in a Telegram, they all really help. Okay, to start with, let me say one thing. Based on my own exam though, for the reading part, let's say the reading part B, right? Those are skills that father always tell us. Like complete three questions, I didn't read at all. I just read the question and the answer option. The answer option already there. I didn't bother to read the text. And I did it with the hope, with the confidence for what I learned from father. And it works out. First time ever. I've done this exam like, I haven't actually calculated it, but roughly with over more than 15 times. Yeah. So this one, and these are the first time I did not run out of time. So first of all, the first question I met in party reading B was they told me the exam, the question, when I read it, I look at one of them say all. I remember father always say all. The second one say about most. Then the other one read something there's no absolute, there's no modal verb. And I said, this one's all of them. I remember what father always tell us. I didn't even bother to check these two. I just left the two. I picked the last one. And I believe that's the right answer because that's why I passed. The fifth question, the same thing. The sixth question, the same thing. And I was able to finish reading B very fast. And I start reading C. Reading C, the same thing applicably, all those opinion, facts really, really matters. And I also pay attention to wrong sentences. They use that a lot, but we don't know. If you don't really have an idea, you will not know. There's a lot of wrong statement on the answer options. And if not because of exam anxiety, if you actually pay attention very well to father's lecture, when you're answering those questions, exactly what it is saying, when you read them, you will see most of them are not even correct based on the test, based on the question and the test you read. It's not at all. One of them will significantly show. And I also discovered some other questions, like I saw two options that are completely opposite to each other. Even though the scenario, I couldn't even understand it. It's a long test with a different big vocabulary word, which I don't really understand. But once I tell the what I saw in the test, and I said, okay, this is opposite each other. I know these two is one of them is the right answer. So if you could remember, because the problem is when you get in the exam hall, they're anxious. The exam anxiety will make you forget everything. Your mind, your brain will completely off. But if you could have the confidence to remember this lecture we're having from your father, it will really help. It will really, really help. That thing, before I told you I've done the exam for many, multiple times. But each time, I will know even when I get there, everything will go off. Even when I'm listening, I don't even pay attention. I'll get confused. Now, for listening part, right? Listening A wasn't too bad. Then the listening B and listening C. That's where the father's lecture really worked very, very hard. Because, for example, as listening B, right? I have a couple of them that I get confused. Because while they are speaking, I'm listening, and towards the end, small time you will see them, everything is gone, they stop. But as I look at the topic synthesis, what they ask, what does the question say? So sometimes I use the knowledge that I acquire from father's lecture to answer the question. I didn't really get all the gist, all what they speak. I didn't get, but I use that the common sense in the normal life living. What could this be? I mean, let's say you went to doctor now, he knows the pattern that what the doctor asks you first, how do you respond? What are the normal thing doctor always asks patient first before anything else? And those are the things. This is not something, because sometimes we tend to overread, overanalyze. But if you follow this father pattern, it's very helpful. It's common, they tricky, all of them. Not that it's really, so you have to be a PhD holder before you can pass. No, you have to know the pattern. You have to know how this works. And exactly what father is telling us, the absolute, the moral verb, those scale, if you can remember them, if their exam anxiety can allow you to remember them when you're doing it, you'll be good. You'll be good. Some of them I just guess based on the knowledge I get from father, based on the instruction, what he normally tells us to do. I just follow that and I think, I say, okay, let me just reason this. If I go to the what I do, I don't really get the point of what they are speaking. You understand? I did that for listening B, then for listening C, the same thing applicable I use. There's one particular question they talk about the old woman came because of because the topic of it is osteoarthritis. So, and in my mind, focus on anything related to osteoarthritis. How does old people feel it? What did they do? Those are the things my mind focus on. The topic synthesis matter. That topic synthesis know that what they're going to be talking about is about osteoarthritis. Then osteoarthritis, and I relate them to the old age and what are normally consequences they normally feel, what are the burden, and what are the symptoms they always complain. So if you have that back of your mind that what they are all talking about is osteoarthritis, then whatever question is going, sometimes you see the answer options, they are off. Some of the answer options are off on osteoarthritis. So that's how really helped me. So I tend to relate whatever option they have to osteoarthritis, anything related to osteoarthritis. Because this one I first talk about what causes osteoarthritis and the diagnosis, and also they continue like about treatment and the best management and how to avoid it. So that's how they talk about. And some of them will be clear, you will know, but some you'll be confused. They will tend to confuse you. At the beginning, they will say what will make you to answer the correct question. And towards the end, they will say some word who is one of the options. And if you never listening to your father's lecture, you will follow the one they say, which at the end of that speaking, they might say something related to one of the question, one of the answer options. Why that's not the road what they want you to pick? They have sent the answer in the beginning of the speaking, but towards the end, they will mention name something that is one of the answer options. So, and that one they will say it's slow, so it can enter your brain. You would think that is the answer. Why that one they mention is not the answer. The one that the right answer is even not mentioned. It was indirect. They mentioned it indirect. They did not actually mention any word in that particular one as the answer. So those are the things I used because I listened to further lecture almost every day before the exam, every day multiple times. So I do it over and over. Even some of the things I've been doing before, I repeat it, try to imagine what father been saying to that and see why this is answer. Sometimes something I've been failing over and over. When I listen and reason it with what they say, I know that this answer is not direct. They never say direct. It is indirect. And the one that we have, the answer option that have direct thing they said is wrong. And that's what always kills me because before when I hear they say pain or somebody have a lesion or something. So I will be, whenever I see lesion in any answer option, I'll try to pick them. Why those one they mentioned is hardly be the correct answer. The correct answer always be the indirect ones they didn't mention. But based on that speaking, we know that's what they are talking about. And that is exactly what father be teaching. That absolutely really helped me for some question I didn't even read. Once I see all, most, often, I see that I say this is father always say this is not correct answer. I just leave it. I didn't even bother to go back and read the text and see if this, and it really worked out. I never knew I was gonna pass. When I see the result, I was so surprised. I was so surprised. Because what I discover is that what we are learning online, the one we are listening online, they are not explaining some basic things we need to know. And those what OET are looking on us, basic things, basic. We reading something even more higher than what they're giving us. There's a problem. Some of us who have out from school for a while, who doesn't know those pronouns, verb, noun, all those kind little thing, how to put them together when they're looking for now. He will be leading PhD people's work, and we not get you pass. Because I see a bunch of people that are still struggling right now, those who have been doing it for long, and I already told them. One of them, yesterday called me. I told him to listen to Father's prayer because I don't base that is not here in US. Some of them we know follow people outside. We believe people why they don't really go do those little detailed things that Father is telling us. They don't. They're just giving us the question, and if you don't have the skill from beginning, you don't have the knowledge, you will not pass. It doesn't matter how educated you are, but if you have those basic things, that's what the OET is looking for us. And that really helped me. So Father's lecture really helped me a lot. I have Father's lecture in all my computer, everywhere in my home. My phone at work, I'm listening to it. Even though because of the time difference, sometimes I don't join you guys in the live video, in live YouTube, because most of the time, like now, we're still in the morning time here, around 8 a.m. here. So that is why. But if you can, when you're doing the exam, trying to remember all these things that Father is telling us is really help. It really help. Yeah, it really help. Because those are the things they're asking us. It's very tricky. It's not that it's really, sometimes you see some big vocabulary, some word that you don't read the meaning. But if you reason them based on this, our learning from Father, you will get the answer. You don't have to really know what does the word mean. Because some of the one I see, I don't know. Especially in the legical questions. Those ones, they ask me a couple of words, I don't know, what does that mean? But what I always have in mind is, if it is the noun, I'll read the question before them, a sentence, the paragraph before that one, I see. If they put there, I'll focus, because Father always, when you see there, if after a couple of sentences and I come and say, there means referring back. You have to go look at the thing back, means they already speak about the thing. So now that there means the front thing they're going to talk about. So those nouns, once you say nouns, sometimes you don't even see how many of these could be the answer. But what they're saying at the back, sometimes they use sentences in the whole question. Sometimes they ask you specifically like a word, one kind of word as if I don't know. Yeah, sometimes what they are saying will tell you. That's what I try to come up on. So it's the Father lecture was really helpful for me. I'm so happy now that finally I passed. And I see some people also struggling the same way, because basically some of them already finished medical school and in debt, they have money they borrowed, and they doesn't want to, there's nothing else they can do except to continue to fight and see if they can get it so they can match. That's the absolute Father living. Sometimes I don't even look. I just read, I just go.
Yes.
I just go. And I didn't run out of time. For my reading right, I still have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. You can imagine if I never get like that. So, and when let's say they ask me what does the author, whatever name, Jones, but what does Otto Jones, what is the attitude of Otto Jones? I just go exactly what he told us. I just looking for Otto Jones. It's a long test. We have different author there, but I look for Otto Jones. I'll get now again and say, said by Otto Jones. I read those sentences, try to figure out what does that mean. Then I'll go to the answer option. Exactly. That makes me fast. Yeah. Before when I ask that, right, I try to read the whole thing. I'll think maybe if I don't read the whole thing, I will not understand. I didn't know that's even know. I just look for that particular name. Look at what he said, then go compare with the answer options. So it's a good experience from you. Thank you. You. I said maybe if there's any way, next time where people can send something for donation. I know it doesn't want the money at all. But
no, sorry. Sorry, you can help others, but then some poor people from Nigeria, you can help them. We don't have an account. I don't have an account at all for Edu Skills. This platform, I don't have an account. I don't want to keep an account because I want to serve the poor. So
Thank
definitely
you so much.
yeah.
God will continue to bless you and keep you healthy, long life.
Giving responsibility. You have to spread this to everybody which you knows, and let them study OET in a free platform. So encourage others and spread this to many others in your country. And we are happy to hear that you are from another country and you are using EduSkills. Actually, EduSkills is international. And we are so happy that very country people are getting father's videos, and you are doing that very well. And so your responsibility is to spread this to many others. That's a thing which you need to do for us. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Really, your words are better than anything else. It's very, we all are very much happy to hear your words, because it will be an inspiration for many people.
Yes.
So thank you once again. Thank you very much. We all are thankful for you, because really your words are grateful. Because all your words are coming from inside your heart.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm very, very happy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your beautiful words. Okay.
Thank you.
These are support for many people. Surely your words will be support, will be a support for a lot of people, and many people. You have to spread this message wherever you are. You have to spread this message. That's enough.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. If you ask Father, the very moment I see my result, I take the picture and send it to him. He was the first person I sent that picture. He doesn't know me. He never talked to me. But I did it because that's where I get what that get me to pass. I was been doing this with confusion, everything when I'm listening, and I just do it. Sometimes I just pick something. The tricky things he told us, those clues, pay attention to the topic sentences help. Sometimes you don't even understand what they're saying, though. You don't really understand them. Or because sometimes it's very fast, before it's time to reasoning, they already finish. You understand? I just look and say, oh, Father told me, let me just look at this question. You read the question and ask yourself, in a normal life, how does this work? If this, let's say now I'm doing something on my own, that is what I follow. And that's exactly what Father has been telling us. Sometimes in normal life, forget all this number A, B, they will give you something, that's what you're supposed to do at a hospital or with the clinic or the doctor or something. That's what you need. And like I told you about osteoarthritis, just pay attention. Anything surrounding osteoarthritis, that's what we pick. There's one I saw that someone said the option was like lack of finance. I'm thinking, what is that associated with osteoarthritis? Lack of finance. But if you listen to what they say, that's what we pick, because they say something about finance at the end, as if the person, because of osteoarthritis, he doesn't have money or something. But I reason that what does that connect with osteoarthritis? I have to think for anything, something that symptom or any complaint or any disabilities. I picked those ones, and it came out that I passed. So I believe that's what really helped me a lot, So it was great, though. It was great. Like as I mentioned earlier, I did it over 15, getting to 20 times. So if they can hear that, they can know that your passion is your passion. You understand? And like some people sometimes say some people are going for the medical school because of money. Sometimes not because of money, sometimes because of what they like to do. Okay, for example, I myself, I already own a lot of debt in the medical school because some organization, I'm here in US and they paid for me. Now, if I couldn't continue, I do something else. What does that mean? That means I wasted those years. So my advice to anybody that have been doing it is to continue. Look at the right way to study, like what I did now, because if I did not come across you, I might still struggling. But think back and say, what am I doing wrong? What's the main issue that will be causing this problem? Am I studying the right thing? So for example, I have a couple of people, two people, one girl and a guy from Lebanese. The other guy is from India. They have not passed. I've tried to reach out of them. I sent a statement, but I haven't get their reply because we met at New York twice and they still haven't passed. And the other guy is, I forget his name, from Lebanese and a guy. So we met twice. And after that, we spoke on phone. I tried to reach them and they should come because I don't think they are in your program. I tried to reach them to try and check your program online. I even send them your name and also send the phone number for the Telegram and the WhatsApp. So, but one of them have reached back to me, said I will check it out. One have not reached back to me. So the main point is, if you have not passed, that doesn't mean you're not going to pass. The problem with people having is money, because this involves a lot of money a little bit. It's not because me, I'm already a nurse, I'm working. So it's really challenging to be paying almost twice a month, $500. So it's really challenging, but if you have a miss, I would advise you to not give up. Yeah, because OET exam is not as hard as step 1 and step 2. Just the trickiness, just that is a tricky thing. And the English part, because we, like mostly I say, we are not come from, we people that did not come from English speaking country, find it a little harder in English part to read, to the reading and also the writing. Yeah, but at the same time, if you're studying the right, if you use the right tools to study, like anybody can come across the father's study, I believe the person will pass.
Hi, brother. My name is Sari Anand. First of
nice
all,
to meet you.
thank you very much for sharing your experience with EduSkills International. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. And as my friends discussed before, like you can share this to many of the aspirants, like many of the OET students, so that they can learn without money. Money is actually a big issue, no? So we can share with them. Definitely they can learn without even paying a single rupee. So thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very welcome. Very welcome.
Thank
you. Yeah, idea is very good. Yeah, techniques is very, very good for OET. Because what the problem I discover is that some of us tend to, our mind go higher than what we think. You understand? He gave us the basic thing they need. You don't need to be a PhD to do this. You understand what I'm saying? You know, those small things, that's what I started applying. I said before what I do, I read the whole text. Before I finish reading, maybe like 3 minutes. Yeah, but now once I see that, I just pay attention to what did they ask you. I look for that in it. Even though I abandoned the first paragraph, second paragraph, but even if at the bottom paragraph, I will go there. And that's what get me where I am today. Thank you.
പുള്ളി എത്രയും മടക്കിയെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായോ? ഡോളറിൽ പറഞ്ഞത്
10 into 80 എന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. 10,000 into
$10,000. $10,000 മിനിമം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 8 lakhs. OETക്ക് മാത്രം ആ മനുഷ്യൻ, അതായത് ലക്ഷങ്ങൾ കടമുള്ളത്, നഴ്സിംഗ് മുഴുവനും കടമെടുത്താ പഠിച്ചത്. പുള്ളിയുടെ ആക്സെന്റ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടാൻ ഇച്ചിരി ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടി കാണും. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ആ സന്തോഷം ആ പുള്ളി കാണിക്കും. പുള്ളി 16 പ്രാവശ്യം എഴുതിയെന്നല്ല മനുഷ്യൻ പറയണേ, 16 പ്രാവശ്യം. ഒന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കിയേ. പുള്ളിയുടെ പ്രോസസ്സിംഗ് എല്ലാം ഈ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് 2 റെഡി ആയിട്ട് ഇരുന്നിട്ട് ഈ 2 വർഷം പുള്ളി കിടന്ന് സ്ട്രഗിൾ ചെയ്തു. അപ്പൊ ആ മനുഷ്യന്റെ മനസ്സ് നിറഞ്ഞുള്ള അനുഗ്രഹമൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബത്തിനൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ അറിയാണ്ട് ദൈവം തരും. ഒരു മനുഷ്യനെ ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കിയ, ഒരു മനുഷ്യന് ഇത്രയും ഒരു പവർ വേണമെങ്കിലേ 16 പ്രാവശ്യമൊക്കെ എഴുതാൻ. മറ്റേ ആളെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, ഡോക്ടർ അങ്ങോട്ട് 20 പ്രാവശ്യം എഴുതിയേ ആളുടെ മെസ്സേജ് ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചില്ലേ. ഒന്ന് ചിന്തിച്ചു നോക്കിയേ അവരുടെ ഒരു അവസ്ഥ എന്താണെന്ന്. ഡിസപ്പോയിന്റ്മെന്റ് എന്തായിരിക്കും ഓരോ പ്രാവശ്യം റിസൾട്ട് കാണുമ്പോഴേ. എങ്ങനെ ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ലല്ലോ.
പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് തീരുന്നില്ല.
അതെ, ആ പുള്ളിക്കാരന്റെ ആ മെസ്സേജുകൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തോണ്ടിരിക്കുക. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ പെട്ടെന്ന് നോക്കിയേ, അതായത് 37 മെസ്സേജ് ഞാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോ 37 മെസ്സേജ് വായിക്കാൻ കിടക്കുന്നു. ആരാത് പോലും എനിക്കറിയത്തില്ല. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒത്തിരി പേര് ഇങ്ങനെ നമ്മുടെ കഷ്ടപ്പാടിന്റെ ഫലം അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ആയിരക്കണക്കിന്. ഇത് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ദിസ് എഫക്ട്സ് ഇറ്റേർണിറ്റി. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഈ കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നതിനൊക്കെ എത്രയോ ആൾക്കാർക്ക് പ്രതിഫലം കിട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും കാലാകാലത്തേക്ക്. നമ്മൾ ഈ ലോകത്ത് നമ്മുടെ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസും നമ്മുടെ ഓർമ്മയും ഇല്ലാതാകുമ്പോഴാണ് നമ്മൾ ശരിക്കും മരിക്കുക. നമ്മൾ മരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ആരും മരിക്കുന്നില്ല. മഹാത്മാഗാന്ധിജി, മദർ തെരേസ ഒന്നും മരിച്ചിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ ഇത് നിങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ ഓർമ്മയ്ക്കായിട്ട് അവിടെ കിടക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നതെല്ലാം. എത്ര പേര് മോട്ടിവേറ്റഡ് ആവുന്നു, എന്തോറും പേര്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒന്ന് ചിന്തിച്ചു നോക്കിക്കേ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അനുഭവം ഉണ്ടോന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ല. തോറ്റവർക്ക് അനുഭവം ഉണ്ടാവും, അല്ലാത്തവരൊന്ന് ചിന്തിച്ചു നോക്കിക്കേ. ആ മനുഷ്യൻ എന്ത്
എന്തോരം സ്ട്രെസ് അനുഭവിച്ച് കാണുമെന്ന്. അതായത് പുള്ളി പറഞ്ഞത് പുള്ളിക്ക് നിക്കക്കള്ളി ഇല്ല, വേറെ ഓപ്ഷൻ ഒന്നുമില്ല, പഠിച്ചെടുക്കുക എന്നല്ലാണ്ട് ഓപ്ഷൻ ഒന്നുമില്ല. കാരണം മെഡിക്കൽ സ്കൂളിൽ മുതൽ നഴ്സിംഗ് സ്കൂളിൽ മുതൽ അമേരിക്ക പഠിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയാലോ, നഴ്സിംഗ് പഠിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ കാശ് എത്ര വേണമെന്ന്. ഈ നൈജീരിയക്കാരും ലെബനീസും ഒക്കെ ഭയങ്കര കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്ന മനുഷ്യരാണ്. ഈ മനുഷ്യനിപ്പോ ഇത് പറയുന്നതല്ല, ഈ മനുഷ്യൻ ഈ നഴ്സിംഗ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വേറെ എന്തൊക്കെയോ പണി ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടാവും, കഞ്ഞി കുടിക്കാനും ജീവിച്ചു പോകാനുമായിട്ട്. പുള്ളി മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്ടായിരുന്നു, ഞാൻ ഡു യു ലൈക്ക് ടു ജോയിൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ പുള്ളി ഐ എം ഫീലിംഗ് വെരി ട്രൗസി ബട്ട് ഐ ഡോണ്ട് മൈൻഡ്, ഐ ക്യാൻ ജോയിൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. വെരി ട്രൗസി എന്ന്, അതായത് പുള്ളി 12 hours ഡ്യൂട്ടി കഴിഞ്ഞ് അങ്ങോട്ട് വന്നാ. പക്ഷെ പുള്ളിയുടെ പറച്ചില്ല അതൊന്നും തോന്നിയല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്, നമുക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ അറിയുന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒത്തിരി പേർക്ക് ഉപകാരപ്പെടും. അത് നമ്മളൊന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കിയേ. വേറൊരു തെറ്റിദ്ധാരണ ഇതിനകത്ത് മാറേണ്ടത്, അമേരിക്കയില് നഴ്സിംഗ് മുതൽ പഠിച്ച, അമേരിക്കയില് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സ്പീക്കിംഗ് കൺട്രിയില് നഴ്സിംഗ് പഠിച്ച് 13 വർഷം അവിടെ ജീവിക്കുന്ന മനുഷ്യന് OET പാസ്സാകാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. UK എനിക്കറിയാം, ഇവിടുന്ന് പോയിട്ട് അവിടെ പഠിച്ചാൽ മതി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് സീനിയർ പോയ പുള്ളി 18 വർഷമായിട്ട് ഇതുവരെ പാസ്. നമ്മുടെ പലരുടെ ഒരു വിചാരമുണ്ട് അവിടെ ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ആവുമെന്ന്. ഒരിക്കലും ആവില്ല. OETക്കുള്ള കോമ്പറ്റൻസി ഒരിക്കലും ഒരിടത്തും പോയാലാവില്ല. പക്ഷെ OETയുടെ കോമ്പറ്റൻസി കിട്ടിയാൽ അവിടെ ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ശരിക്കും ഷൈൻ ചെയ്യും.
നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കും വെച്ചാൽ അവിടെ ചെന്ന ലാംഗ്വേജ് ഒക്കെ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ഒക്കെ അറിഞ്ഞു കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേനും നമ്മൾ OET പാസ്സാവും എന്ന് ചിലപ്പോൾ വിചാരിക്കുമായിരിക്കും.
നമ്മൾ അഡ്മിനിലൊക്കെ ഇരുന്ന് ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് കൃപയായിട്ട് വരും. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ ജീവിതത്തിന് ഒരർത്ഥവും ഇല്ലല്ലോ. ഞങ്ങളൊന്നും കാശുണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ മനുഷ്യനോട് ചോദിച്ചാൽ ഇപ്പൊ 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ ഇപ്പൊ വേണമെങ്കിൽ തരും, തരികയല്ലേ?
സത്യം.
കണ്ണുടച്ച് തന്നാൽ മതി. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും അത് ചെയ്യില്ല. കാരണം എന്താണെന്നറിയോ, നമ്മുടെ ആ മൊത്തം ഇതേ മാറിപ്പോകും, ആ ഫോക്കസേ മാറിപ്പോകും. അതേസമയം ഇപ്പൊ ആരെങ്കിലും പാർട്ടിസിപ്പൻസ് കൂടി എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ ചിലപ്പോൾ സമ്മതിക്കും. പക്ഷെ പൈസ ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരാളെ സഹായിക്കണം എന്ന് വേണം പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ സമ്മതിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ, നൈജീരിയയിൽ ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ പാവങ്ങളുണ്ടല്ലോ, സഹായിക്കൂ. അപ്പൊ അവര് സഹായിച്ചു തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് അതിന്റെ സാറ്റിസ്ഫാക്ഷൻ കിട്ടും, അവർക്ക് ഒരു ആനന്ദം ഉണ്ടാകും. അപ്പൊ അവർ കൂടുതൽ സഹായിക്കും. അതേസമയം നമുക്ക് പൈസ അയച്ചു തന്നാൽ അവർക്ക് ഒന്നും കിട്ടിയില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, ചെയ്തു എന്നൊരു ഫീലിംഗ്, ഒരു സാറ്റിസ്ഫാക്ഷൻ കിട്ടും. പക്ഷെ അതൊരു സന്തോഷമുള്ളൂ, ആനന്ദം ആകുകയില്ല, ജോയ് ആകുകയില്ല.
So, sorry for the Malayalam at the end. Maybe some of you could not understand, probably. I don't know. It's cool. Yes, I thought of making Regina listen to that. I think Regina left, right? So we'll wind up the live. I will wind up. Bye, everybody, at YouTube Live. Any concerns, you can post it there. Okay. I saw, yeah, Lini Verghese. Yeah, she has taken a membership. Thank you. But Lini Verghese, when I appeal, it doesn't mean you have to repeatedly do it. Okay, you have already contributed towards ebook earlier, I remember. So it's good, but then if you can, God will see to it. Yes.
No problem.
Yeah. Only people, those who are doing it, I am trying to motivate others. It's not that we don't get money, no. Like, that man has spent more than 10 lakhs, 16 attempts. And he actually offered me 1 lakh. But I told him I don't have accounts. But getting money is not at all a difficulty. But why we are encouraging you here to do this ebook and other things, like, no, your own small contributions will make you serious in your learning. And I can see those who have contributed to ebook, they are really serious in their learning here. When it is free, people take it for granted. Not only that has a value, no? Definitely God will reward for it. But I feel even now, after our time, like, there should be something everybody should be able to learn from the videos and from the ebook. Definitely they will be able to. Ebook, we are planning in that way, step by step. It takes a lot of work. Yeah, as the finance comes, we will involve more people in the bookification of it. It's not that easy. Yes. Anything else? At YouTube, I'm just posting
Father,
that. Yeah.
Father, I have one question. We can attend discussion class daily. It is possible.
Which session?
Discussion session,
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you all can attend discussions, but those participants will be in a special group which you have not yet formed. Once you take 2 slots, if you explain 2 questions, 2 slots means, as we have seen the other day, no? Then you will be admitted to the serious learners group, like a discussion group, we call it. Until everybody can attend, it is open. Now we have grown one step ahead and we are connected in live also. And every day I will be taking 10 to 15 minutes a segment based on the discussion. I will be explaining things this month. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Thank
can
you.
attend,
And
yeah.
the
There is
study,
not-
what about the study group, Father? If we want to, I want to actually attend the study group also. Is
It
it
is
okay?
discussion. It is called a discussion group. The minimum requirement till now it was 3 times. Now, if you're active learner, if you take 2 slots in the sense in 2 days discussion, the slots are announced in the main platform as well in all the batch groups. You know, right? 2 slots. One day, 2 days. You have to just explain 1 question each. Then you will be admitted.
Okay,
That is a
okay, thank you so
precondition.
much.
Yeah, last batch it was 3 slots. Now we made it to 2 slots. And you should be active learner. Otherwise, you cannot be there because they are all real serious learners. There will be discussion about the whole task. The whole day there will be discussions. And I will also be joining them for corrections, suggestions, everything. It's a small group. Yes.
Okay,
Anything
Father.
else?
And it will not record it, right, Father?
Sorry?
If we are going to explain something about the task, so it will not record it somewhere because it is my first time actually.
No, even if it is recorded, no problem. Everybody is learning here. Like, no, if it is like, if it is recorded also, we will delete it if there is some mistake. We will not publish the mistakes anywhere because, you know, we can't teach mistakes, no? First time, everybody will be first time, right? When you get married, you get married first time, right? You don't have a second time.
Yes.
So everything begins, don't worry. Everybody has that inhibition in the beginning, but confidence along with competence is equally important. That's why if you watch that Kasturi's video, did you watch Kasturi Saminathan?
Yes, Father. Recently posted.
Yeah, recently I published. You have to watch them. It's a small video where I have explained what is the benefit of the initial coercion. I have explained what is the benefit of this particular taking slots. I particularly explained it, and she was so afraid, but how beautifully she made PPTs, in the sense her own written notes, beautifully written, and images are taken and presented. I edited it specifically with a preference because making PPT is not an issue. In our whole presentation, you can see beautifully she summarized about reading part A, all the strategies, tips, everything. But she has not prepared. She didn't know how to prepare PPT slides, but she wrote nicely and took the screenshot and screen shared it. Maybe you just go and find it. Maybe somebody will post it. In which group are you, Pantika?
I'm in a business group.
Which group?
Business.
Beginners. Okay, beginners. Somebody will post, and it will post there. Kavita Saminathan's, Kasturi Saminathan's video. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
Father.
because, yeah. That really guides you. She is doing it for the first time. She was so frightened, but beautifully she did it. If there are mistakes, we will edit.
Actually, I prepared that day, Father, but I was too much afraid how I can present because it is my first time. I try to alone, but how I can explain in front of everybody will be there. So I got too scared. Then I sent a message. I will not. I couldn't. But after discussion class, I get confident level. My confidence level really expired.
Yeah,
It's
I can
posted
understand.
already, Father. Okay, it's already there.
Yeah, it's posted in the beginners batch. I can understand that fear and all that, you know. Like we had some admins like Jenny and all, you know. Very fact, I called her name, my phone fell down from her hand. No, so I was so frightened that I called her name in the session. She was holding the phone fell down from her hand. But then she is so confident now. The other day she joined from UK. Maybe those 5 people who joined from UK, those who passed from here. She was one of them. And she's so bold now. And she used to take sessions as well. everybody in the initial stages, but you have to come out of it. Then only you'll be confident, you'll have clarity. When you go for exams, you don't get stressed out. Okay.
Right. Thank you so
Otherwise,
much,
there are
Father,
people,
for your support.
There are people who told me, because they were so much worried and stressed about the exam. One girl told me she was shivering so much when she was doing her writing subtest. No, she was holding her right hand with the left hand and writing because it is so much shivering and sweating. You know, that situation should not happen. And some people can't read, can't see any letters because they are so much tense. Confidence is not there. Some people don't understand audio. They don't feel any audibility or clarity because they are frightened, not because audio is not clear. They are trying to work out all those things. Don't worry, and it's going to be good for your life. And Anita Taji is one of the best examples. One who uses all the opportunities at EduSkills and gives maximum support. Yes. So all the admins are supporting, but I can approach them anytime. Every time there are people whom I can approach any midnight and send a message for help and all that. This is very hectic because once in a year, we get a long holiday. One sec, yeah, please.
Father, you have given us that freedom to message at any time without seeing the clock. We can message you.
Sorry, I had a call for lunch.
No, okay, Father. Then you go for lunch,
Okay,
Father.
You want to discuss something? You can remain here. No problem. I'll close the YouTube. Is there anything to discuss by yourself?